Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
Tommy Mello here, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. Springtime savings are here, and now is the perfect time to service your garage. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home.
A1 from day one.
Hey there, it's Russ Rollins. I'm talking to all the homeowners out there who are tired of staring at their cold swimming pools. It's time to stop wasting money on a pool that you can't use. With Solar Source, you can enjoy your pool year-round like I do. Top 5 things Solar Source customers do after solar heating their pools? Well, spend time with your family. Go nighttime swimming. You got movie nights in the pool. You got water workouts and much more. Friends of mine, friends of Russ Rollins, can save big money when scheduling a free consultation today at solarsource.com/monsters. Don't wait any longer. Start enjoying your pool again with Solar Source.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Get an instant cash offer and the most money for your used car right now at GimmeTheVin.com. GimmeTheVin.com is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, has thousands of Google and Facebook reviews. All you got to do is log into GimmeTheVin.com and find out why satisfied customers across the country are putting more money in their pocket by going to GimmeTheVin.com. They buy them all at GimmeTheVin.com, and they want to buy your vehicle right now.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Turn up the cleanliness at your restaurant, healthcare, or industrial business with Alsco Uniforms, the official sponsor of the Orlando Magic Mop Crew. We've got you covered with crisp uniforms, hygienically clean linens, floor mats, and of course mops delivered weekly. But that's not all. Alsco Uniforms also offers weekly services for first aid and restroom supplies. Discover why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniforms. Visit alsco.com to learn more. Again, that's ALSCO.com.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone.
This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, HAPPY, H-A-P-P-Y, HAPPY. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
The News Junkie is on.
The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day.
The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and Seeley.
It is Monday, May 6th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from Tom Brady Freaks Out to the guy who had the most open browser tabs and the insane reason why a man who was bleeding from his eyes was bleeding from his eyes. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, Seeley.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Monday?
Good. Ready to party.
Yeah. Have a good weekend. Good Cinco de Mayo action.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I was busy. I'll tell you
Were
that
you
much.
really?
Soccer back to back and practice for a show I have with Luscious Lisa on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was feeling good, feeling great, and happy Cinco de Mayo to you guys.
Oh, man, it was a good time. We enjoyed ourselves. We did the oldest old person thing ever in the history of oldos. We went to Rocco's Tacos.
The thing you said you did not want to do.
Yeah, right when they opened. We went the moment they
What
opened.
time is that, Sean?
11 o'clock. We went. We Cinco de Mayo'd before anybody else Cinco de Mayo'd. We were out of there by like 12. People were just starting to trickle
That's
in.
not bad, though. I love an early start to a day like that.
Oh, man. We got it done early. It was very, very. We look around and there's like all these golden girls around us. And just old men. And just,
Thank you for being
so the guy at the table next to us literally said, "What are the specials today?" And he's like, God.
Do you think like that's like an old thing where you go to the Mexican place because it's Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah, early. You
Best
go.
day of the year.
You go early so you don't have to deal with any of the crowds or, the 40-somethings, 30-somethings.
Because the food tastes the same today. Like
Yeah.
6 de Mayo,
No
perfectly
different.
good food. Don't have to worry about any sort of craziness.
Yeah, we got a lot to get into today, so let's jump right into things head first. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happened to this great big wide world of ours. And we go to Nebraska, where new footage has surfaced. There was an EF3 tornado that ripped through a warehouse. 70 workers were in the warehouse at the time. I'm going to try to save your eardrums a little bit, but you got to hear this. I mean, it's just, you hear the power of a tornado in this, and those of you watching will witness just what one of these tornadoes can do. Keep your eye on that giant factory in front of us. Here goes nothing. All right, hang on.
You're really saving our ears.
Starting to creep in.
Oh my God.
All right.
Oh my God.
Wow.
When was that factory built? Because they did.
I don't know.
It's gone.
It peeled like a can of tuna or something.
Oh.
All right, now I'm going to do it now, but louder. I turned it way down so I didn't blow your eardrums out.
Well, let's just blow our eardrums now.
This is not a safe place for eardrums, guys.
Yeah, it's true. Right around here. Here it comes. You hear this person's in a car filming this, and it just peels the roof.
Wow. Oh my. I don't think I've ever seen footage like that. And there are people inside?
Yeah, 70 people.
All right, eardrums.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like,
for sure.
like another level of noise there.
Where is this camera taking this footage?
Inside a car. It's a dash cam on somebody's vehicle.
And it just happened to be on?
It happened to be on, I guess. I think the person might be in the car because after the tornado goes by, they start saying some stuff.
It is very strange that none of the cars, I mean, obviously you hear the shaking. I can't imagine what the sound is live because the real audio is hurting my eardrums.
Can you imagine that the cars didn't fly away though? How did the cars not fly
because
away?
Because the tornado hit the
Actual
building, not the parking lot.
That's how direct the tornado is. And that the cars are in front of the building. The building gets wiped out. The cars are still sitting
You haven't
there.
seen it
but
miss
our-
this house and miss this house and then hit yours.
Sure. Now, maybe our engineers or architects that listen, was this building built poorly? It seemed like everything just came off very suddenly.
It was a place called Garner Industries Warehouse in Waverly, Nebraska. They said there were somehow, I don't know how, but somehow only minor injuries, despite the fact that it demolished this place.
Stoned Assassin says, was that an AC unit that went flying by? I saw that too. That was insane.
Everything just went. And you know what? I'll put that up on See It Now so everybody can take a peek at this, since it is such a visual element here on the show.
Damn, man.
I'll put that up during the break, so you can go over to thenewsjunkie.com and take a peek to check that out.
Any
Speaking
casualties?
no, none.
With the
Just
70 people in there?
No, all that happened was they said minor injuries. Minor injuries.
Which because they all went into a windowless room and hid in the bathtub.
I guess so. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what they say.
Did you ever
Speaking
do
of
that as a
tornadoes,
kid?
yes, my dad. I told you this story before. I think my dad, when Hurricane Andrew came by, one of you, can you find out what year that was? Hurricane
92.
Andrew, 92.
Yeah,
I was 11 years old. Okay, and I remember at the time the hype was real. All of the local news stations were like, "This is it. This is the big one. You better fill up your bathtub with water. It's all over with." And my dad said, "Come on, guys." And we got into my parents' bedroom closet. They had a walk-in closet. We got into the closet, and we were in there with a cooler. And when things got really bad, we got under a mattress that my dad had brought into the room.
Wow.
And we spent like from...
Talk about terrifying your children.
it was horrific,
Little
man.
bit of trauma.
and we spent from like, I think it hit in nighttime, but I don't remember. I believe it was like overnight we spent in this tiny closet. And then I went outside the next day and I go, well, you know, I'm just a young boy, but I'm prepared to see the neighborhood leveled from this Hurricane Andrew. And I walked outside in the acreage and there was like 3 palm fronds on the ground and nothing was damaged on the house.
Hurricane Andrew. Family bonding. Come on.
We were all together in a closet. For no reason.
Hurricane Andrew famously wreaked havoc on Miami, not so much the acreage.
Right. Yeah, it went south. I think it was supposed to go further north, and it ended up doing some damage. But yeah, that was, so weird.
My dad tried to tell me once, and I never remember if he was joking, or like if it was some dad joke that went over my head, or he actually believed this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of places in Miami where the traffic lights are mounted sideways.
Yeah.
Like instead of up and down, they go from left to right.
For the storms?
My dad told me that Hurricane Andrew did that. And I go, no, it didn't. Like,
We're
it
going to
was
sit
like
down
that
with
before.
B-Lane one day, because there are a lot of things you say that you start with "my dad told me." And as we process as adults, I'm like, I think he lied to you a little bit.
Was he suggesting that the stoplights were dangling and the wind blew them flat and they just kept them like that? Or
that's what he told me. And I first of all, this is one of those things that even in the mid-90s, I immediately did not believe him. But I think in my head, I thought he was wrong and not he was messing with me. So and looking back on it, I don't know which one was which.
Do you know what lies you're going to tell Jackson?
All of them.
And still at least a handful of these in him as well, so it spreads on. Speaking of destruction, speaking of tornadoes, at the movie theater this weekend, Courtney and I go to watch a movie, and we saw the preview.
Crazy.
Well, we saw the preview for the new Twisters. It's like the first one, but with an S on the end.
It ain't right without Bill. Sorry.
And you know what? Not only is Bill Paxton not in it, Sabrina,
because he's dead, but
it looks like step by step, stage by stage, the exact same thing. It's like when they redid The Lion King. Like there's a man who chases down tornadoes. Only difference is he's newfangled tornado chaser guy who like live streams it and has a tornado outfitted truck or whatever.
And is transsexual.
Oh, fun.
The woman in it, okay, is once again a female scientist who just doesn't chase tornadoes anymore because they're scary and she doesn't want to do it, but she's drawn in for one last chase. And I'm like, this is the same exact thing.
But the real test here, Sean, is that the main characters, the female and the male, don't get along, and their relationship's so poor that they have to be on 2 separate days, and the editors have to put their scenes together in such a way it looks like they get along with each other.
We shall find out.
That's
right
the
now,
challenge.
that drama remains behind the scenes. They have not let that loose. But cows flying by, all the same stuff. And guess what? I'm still going to watch it.
All right.
I'm still going to go see it because it looks fantastic. We went to watch The Fall Guy. And
how was it?
It was awesome. It was enjoyable. I think I talked about this on the show on Friday a little bit. But yeah, that's it. Simple to the point. It didn't do that well. It did not do that well at the box office. I'll get to that in just a moment here. In fact, let's just take a look now. Number 1 at the box office was Fall Guy, but it only brought in $28 million. Another one of these movies, big expenses. They just keep ringing up the bills. The movie cost $230 to $250 million.
Why?
When you make $28 million in your opening weekend, your biggest weekend potentially, right? It's not good. You're probably not going to collect that $250 million back.
I would love to see what they spent on what, though, because I saw so much promotion for Fall Guy, but not ever the trailer. It was like the 2 main characters talking and doing interviews, or some stunt in which there's a big fight at the red carpet. And it wasn't until you said it was about stunt people that I realized what the movie was, and I knew it starred Ryan Gosling, but that's about it.
I don't want to screw this up, so I'm gonna. Okay,
just quit.
All right, because I wanted to get this. I wanted to get this right. All right, I'm looking right now at the trailer for The Fall Guy, Sabrina. I don't know if you can see this, but the trailer is 3 minutes and 21 seconds long.
Okay,
I put forward the argument that when you have a 3 minute and 20-second trailer of a movie, I basically just watched the movie. I sat down and I watched The Fall Guy. I enjoyed what happened. I saw the beginning. I saw the twist. I saw the end.
Unless it's a 6-hour movie.
No, it's a 2-hour movie. Not even, I don't think.
I mean, how long is a clip that you would bring to a late night show? That can't be more than a minute.
No, if you're watching it on like a streaming service, you have your teaser trailers that are between 30 seconds and a minute, and then the actual trailer, no more than 2.
Yeah, definitely. Like, that's the long one that you see at theaters will be that 2-minute one. But 3 minutes and 20 seconds. I don't think that killed it. I don't think that's the only thing. I know people don't know the original, which was a series way back when, but that doesn't matter necessarily either. What they said was people don't tend to show up for action comedies, and I think you guys got to change on that. I don't know what's happening. The re-release of the Star Wars movie, The Phantom Menace,
all right,
for May the 4th, be with you, was in second place.
With your spirit.
$8.1 million that made. Not bad for an old-ass movie.
All of them? Or which one did they re-release?
The Phantom Menace was the one that was in second place.
That's an odd choice because I think among Star Wars fans, a lot of people hated that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the one with Anakin.
Jar Jar Binks and, and the 6-year-old Anakin.
Real? Okay, yeah. I remember that backlash. There was a 4-minute special of Disney Plus's The Acolyte series that was attached to it, and so some people came from that, but they said it made $8.1 million, which is not bad for an old movie.
The crazy part is, like, you know, when they did the prequels, the anticipation was so high for them that just if you had the trailer for The Phantom Menace in your movie got better numbers just because people just wanted to watch the trailer.
They'd go in and watch the trailer and leave sometimes.
That's
and then
insane.
And then afterwards, YouTube wasn't around, so that's how you got your trailer if you really wanted a trailer.
Yeah.
After that, you look back on the prequel trilogy, and people go, yeah, that Phantom Menace was garbage.
Ardenus on Twitch says it's the 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace, which is why they brought it back out.
Oh, I feel
Challengers was number 3 at the box office. This Tarot movie, which has been panned as terrible. It made $6.5 million, but it only cost like $4 or $5 million to make, so that one still does
probably because
okay.
they saw that coming.
Godzilla X Kong was in 5th place, and we have a ton of stuff to talk about. When we come back, we'll get into the Tom Brady roast and what happened there, because that was
good time.
That thing was absolute savagery.
That may have been worse than that EF3 tornado hitting that factory.
Oh.
It really was.
Tom Brady, absolutely.
It was something to behold. We'll get into that one. We'll talk about the Kentucky Derby because that was crazy, and something else I saw this weekend that needs to be discussed. All that and a whole lot more on the way. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This is Real Radio 104.1 on your phone with the iHeartRadio app and on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. We are an iHeartRadio station.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
The right lane is blocked on Colonial Drive eastbound at Dorser Road, and authorities are clearing up an accident on Orange Blossom Trail southbound at Holden Avenue. The left lane is blocked there. There's still a bit of delays southbound on Florida's Turnpike due to an accident approaching Hancock Road, and you could expect your regular delays on I-4 before Champions Gate. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Safe Touch Security.
Boss, did you know Safe Touch Security is the home of the 45-second or less guaranteed response?
Of course, it's just one of the reasons why I hate Safe Touch.
For a limited time, save up to 50% on select security systems. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite. Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Are you bogged down with constant sneezing, watery eyes, and congestion? Do you get sinus headaches and infections? No one should have to suffer season after season. And thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus, treating your allergies is easier than you think. With personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs and budget, you can say goodbye to allergy and sinus issues for good. Book your appointment today at aspireallergy.com. Aspire Allergy and Sinus, where relief is just around the corner. aspireallergy.com.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
Let the professionals at Fence Outlet save you time and money. We handle everything from the free estimate to the install. We do it all, and you get 0% financing. So come into Fence Outlet or visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Deep Cuts. Featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Who, The Stones, and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Deep Cuts, and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
It's Gatorpalooza, May 18th and 19th.
Only at Gatorland.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, HAPPY, H-A-P-P-Y, HAPPY. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
A little bit of insanity, and actually pretty damn funny, believe it or not.
Hilarious. Stayed up.
I didn't know if they'd be able to stretch that out. I was like, Tom Brady isn't funny, but is there enough like content with Tom Brady? There was.
Oh yeah.
The answer is there was.
And some of the stuff I didn't really know about. Like
really?
the one of the things that Nikki Glaser hit on him, like the pregnant girlfriend thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was outside of my scope. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, we'll get into that in just a second here, but I want to alert everybody to something.
Alert.
And if you listen to this show, if you support this show, if you like this show, or even love this show, now's the time to rally behind us because we have a merch drop out right now. And it is live on the website. You can go to thenewsjunkie.com. The link is right up top. The new design is called Clouds, and it's available in a light mode and a dark mode. There are two versions of this. I think this came out really, really, really great. I love it. It's definitely my favorite magnet of all time, and one of them is the 50,000th magnet in Game of Magnets, but it's my favorite shirt design in quite some time, and people are gobbling these up very fast.
Really glad that the plane made it into the clouds.
Yeah.
Because at least in light mode, that's a cocaine shirt.
Yeah.
What?
It looks like a bunch
on.
of cocaine.
What are you talking about?
It's got enough things to show it's a cloud, I think, now.
There's some birds and some kites. The first draft, you probably were like,
it's just like, damn, that's a lot of blow on a shirt right there. Go check it out right now at thenewsjunkie.com. You can see it here in front of me if you're over on the stream. I want every single one of you to go pick one, maybe the light mode, maybe the dark mode, maybe both. And it comes with a magnet, which is the cloud magnet is killer. Came out really, really great. Cute. And the X-Ray Fickle Beast sticker comes along with it as well. So go grab yours. Here's the dark mode version. Looks killer. It's nighttime. You know, you got all the stuff that you would expect. And it's all on a next level shirt. These are not next level as in they're super cool or something, even though they are. That's the brand. It's a very high-end brand of shirt that's super soft, very, very comfortable. And you're going to love it. Every shirt comes with a magnet and a sticker. And go choose clouds, either light mode, dark mode, or both right now over at thenewsjunkie.com. So everybody who has bought one so far, big, big thanks to you for doing so. Everybody who wants to support the show, this is one of the best ways you can do this, all right? You just go out, show your support by rocking the merch, number one, and certainly by helping us out when you purchase one. So go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Link right up top. Get the Clouds shirt with the magnet and the sticker, and you're good to go.
And remember, once it's sold out, it's sold out. We never sell these again.
No, when they're gone, they're retired, and you never see them again. It's not just sitting there in a store where you can gobble it up at any time you want. You have a couple of days to get this. Alicia says, about to get mine. Lisa says, oh, I love the new shirt. I dig it. I absolutely love that all of you who listen to the show step up and support us. And I just saw, actually, when I went to see the movie, The Fall Guys, I saw some guy walking out, and he was wearing a shirt. I think it was It's Wild Down Here. I forgot which one it was. But he had one of the shirts on. I'm like, look at that. There you go. And I want you to be the next person I see like that. So go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Christina says, got my dark mode shirt ordered. Love that it has the News Junkie logo again. We don't do many of them with the logo larger. This is like something you could wear to work or school or any, like this is not one that's going to cause any controversy by you wearing it necessarily.
We have others that would.
Yeah, we absolutely do. But this is one that'll work, that you can wear into the theme parks, that you can wear to your friend's house, that you can wear anywhere you go. And hopefully it'll be part of your rotation. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and get yours while you can. We'll be talking about that over the next couple of days here. Thenewsjunkie.com. All right, Tom Brady's roast. Man, it was wild. Where did it stream, C-Lane? Where did that stream?
It was on live on Netflix. It was a big streaming weekend for Netflix where they had 3 live events in a row.
Oh, and these actually worked out.
They did. Well, and the first one we kind of waited up for because it was Friday night, and we were big fans of John Mulaney, and we thought it was going to be a John Mulaney live stand-up special.
Yeah.
It was not. It was like a variety show.
Oh, and he was just there as well?
No, I mean...
But was it live, or they just...
It was live.
Played it live? Was it clearly edited, and then this is, everyone gets to watch at the same time? Or
no,
you saw the little mistakes like you would see...
Yeah,
an actual live event.
Yeah, because they've been doing a lot more live stuff. Like David Chang has a live show now where he does like cooking stuff. And I did not I watched that. It was fine. It wasn't what we thought it was, so we were a little disappointed, but it was still good. I did not see the Cat Williams live stand up, and then it all culminated in this roast of Tom Brady, which, by the way, was 100% live. I mean,
yeah. Why do you say that?
Because there's clearly things that would have been cut from that had it not been 100% live. The most egregious of them is the one where Tom Brady ran on stage and cursed at Jeff Ross, telling him not to talk about Robert Kraft liking massages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
So
and Robert Kraft was in the room.
Jeff Ross, who does a lot of roasts, is kind of famous for this.
I think this is Jeff Ross's business. Like, this is Jeff. Like, I think Jeff Ross produced this thing.
Hey, never forget that giant Tampa show in which me and Fowler's wife were just walking to our seats, and all of a sudden, on the big screen, there we were. And Jeff Ross said, "Hey, ladies, 2 5s make a 10," and we were like, "Cool, we're on the big screen. Don't know what you're saying."
Well known for this, but he brought up the whole HJ thing that the owner of the Patriots, Robert Kraft, was allegedly involved in. They never ended up releasing the videos that were in this. And he just said something about going to get a massage. And Tom Brady stands up, walks over to him, and says something to the effect of, "Don't say that S again."
Vested much?
Yeah, and Courtney goes, "Why would he stop him?" And I said, well, I guess in a way, maybe he views it as Robert Kraft is the reason why he was able to be as successful as he was, because he was the owner of the Patriots, and like maybe he was good to him or something. But why, like everything else was in play, and that is out of bounds.
It seemed weird.
Yeah.
Like you can roast everybody for everything. We can go 900 miles an hour, but you can't make fun of the absolutely true thing where Robert Kraft got an HJ, right? We can't talk about that one.
Well, I think that maybe part of it was like Tom Brady signed up for this roast, and he knew probably going into it. It didn't seem like he put down any, he had any rules or anything. Previous people who have been roasted have. I think Donald Trump had some things you weren't supposed to talk about. Alec Baldwin, maybe. But
I'd love to see those lists. Much like you see a rider for a band, I'd love to see the things for these roasts where it's like, this is out of bounds.
We've been there.
Yeah, I'll see if I could find a story about one of them. But anyway, for this thing, Tom Brady signed up to do this. Robert Kraft didn't sign up to get roasted, so maybe he was like, out of respect for him.
Everyone in the audience is open game.
True.
Kim Kardashian got roasted to the T, and every time the camera goes to her, she's like, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But she also got on stage. And
she got booed.
She got booed, like terribly booed.
See, I've only seen the highlights, and most of them being Nikki Glaser, who just ate it.
Oh, yeah.
Like she cooked and ate it, left no crumbs.
Okay, you're saying in a good way.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's what the kids
I didn't
are
see
saying
hers.
also.
I saw one person said, Ron Burgundy's here, and he said a whale's vagina. Speaking of a whale's vagina, Kim Kardashian is here. There was a lot of stuff. For everybody out there who says, like, everything's politically correct and you can't say anything, you're restricting yourself. If you watch that roast was not an event that shows that political correctness is run amok in the moment. That roast was a display of just tell people who are telling you not to say things to shut up. Tell people who are telling you something's offensive that you don't care. Just say these things. I mean, don't just say things that are terrible or horrific, but if something's funny, it's funny, and it's okay to be funny. And the anti-funny people are dying off right now. They're losing popularity very, very quickly. There was a lot of moments in this, C-Lane, where I was like, whoa.
Yeah, like there's one moment where a joke was made at Kim Kardashian's expense. This might have been before she got on stage, so I didn't know that she was necessarily fair game, but I think there was one that I was like, ooh, there's going to be some woke-ass article about that joke. There's going to be some sort of social justice warrior that's going to, hate on that joke.
Nah.
And the other thing that I kind of gathered from this whole thing, because there were a lot of football players that spoke.
Yeah,
and there was a lot of people, from the National Football League, and there's, Robert Kraft spoke, and there's a bunch of Coach Belichick got up there. A handful of them were throwing around the word gay a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I was like, it's almost as if that's something that is like still a thing in the locker room.
Right. Yeah, they just fling this around in the football world. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Did you hear Tom Brady's 9/11 joke?
Go on.
I did, but I forgot it.
Can you look it up? Because I don't want to butcher it. Can you look up Tom Brady roast 9/11? Because I forgot exactly what he said. It was something about two jets. And
oh yeah, oh gosh, because it was a football joke too.
Yeah, right.
I'm not seeing it in my article, but
he says. You got it?
Well, I don't have the exact thing yet. Was there cursing in it? Do you think?
I don't know.
Probably.
Just go with it.
Yeah.
All right.
The
Go
rest
ahead.
of America will always remember where I was that fateful day in September of 2001, when tragically those two jets slammed into Drew Bledsoe.
This is kind of good, actually.
So, okay, didn't have
too soon, man.
Didn't have to look very far in this same article. Somebody on Twitter that's like, jokes about 9/11 are not funny. Jokes about LGBTQ are not funny. Jokes about murder are not funny. Jokes about sexual assault are not funny. The Tom Brady roast was disgusting. And if he has this take, I'm really surprised he didn't include jokes about suicide are not funny, because there was a whole lot of those. Whole lot of Aaron Hernandez jokes.
Oh, big time.
And that person can feel free to write that article, but a lot of people are done caring. And what we have here is the world of roast comedy, which people, I think, really enjoy. And to the tune of how many people were in attendance? It looked massive.
It was the Kia Forum. It was in a basketball arena.
So, I mean, how did that work out? Is it fair game to have a roast of somebody, or did they have to buy that from Comedy Central? I mean, Netflix is the first since Comedy Central's roast to put this on, right? Are they working together?
Comedy Central was doing it with the Friars Club.
Correct.
A group called the Friars Club, who has long done comedy roasts. I don't know that anybody, and I could be wrong on this, there's room for that, but I don't know that anybody actually owns the idea of doing a roast. I think just Jeff Ross's company is his production company. Because he's like the roast master general, he's the one that puts these events on. And maybe he decided, look, we can get away from Comedy Central and just do a whole new thing. Yeah. Do it live, do it on Netflix. It's uncensored. The Friars Club thing was like this legendary thing that nobody could go to. It was a private, invite only event, and they would do these roasts. They started televising them, which was great for Comedy Central, but it seemed to be not great for the Friars Club, because they're like, now we got to do this on TV. Now there's going to be record of all the terrible things we say. Right, they can't go as far.
And they had to edit themselves. Mm-hmm. And so they parted ways, and Comedy Central went, well, this is great content for us. We're going to keep doing roasts. We'll do it without you. See you later.
What was the guy from Kill Tony? He had a joke about Bert Kreischer. I don't know if you can find, but he said Bert Kreischer is like if the Tiger King and I don't want to screw it up. It was a long run that he used to go against Bert Kreischer.
Oh yeah. That it was all King.
Yeah, he said if the Tiger King and
Burger King and
if the Tiger King and Liver King ate only Burger King, and his liver looked like Martin Luther King got beat up by Rodney King. He just did like a whole run.
That's a trip.
Going at the man. I thought Bert Kreischer was looking better these days. It looked a little... probably
shirt
at
on.
some point. Was it shirt on? Yeah, that man got through an event with a shirt on. Good for him. He was able to finally pull it off. We'll see what you think if you watched any of that. Was there a lot of jokes, Ceiling? Because I didn't see most of this about him kissing his kids and that whole incident.
Actually, that was largely avoided.
God, I would have went to town on that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that was on the list, though. Maybe that was on the list. Like, don't keep my kids out of it. No jokes about my kids, including me kissing my kids or whatever.
I mean, somebody may have mentioned it, but I just think there's funnier stuff to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's enough content there.
The Giselle jokes about, like, her getting with the jiu-jitsu coach and all of that. Like, obviously very bad at quoting, but it was so funny this morning when I watched it on social media.
I gotta watch more of that. I gotta catch the whole thing for sure. We'll see what you think with your dispatches. And again, you can send video dispatches as well to bring us into your world. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com to do that now. We'll talk about what happened with the Kentucky Derby, which was wild. Another big event on TV this weekend. Amy Kaufel, all that is on the way, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Here's your midday weather update for Central Florida from Fox 35. On Fox 35, Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner. We'll have a high today close to 90 degrees, and you may notice clouds building and a couple of downpours developing. There's a 30% chance for rain, our highest chance to the west of Orlando. The big weather story this week is the warm-up. We'll be in the mid-90s by Wednesday with mid- and upper 90s by Thursday, flirting with record-high temperatures. Then this weekend, a couple of showers and storms cooling us down to the upper 80s for Mother's Day weekend. I'm Brooks Garner from the Fox 35 Weather Team.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals use proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Folks, it's getting hot again, and your AC is under a lot more stress than it was maybe just a couple of months ago. So to make sure your AC works perfectly every single time, it's time to reach out to Mills Air. Their preventative maintenance plan can spot problems before they become a major issue, and that can save you a whole lot of money. Mills Air has been in business since 1992. That is over 30 years of experience in keeping people just like you nice, cool, and comfortable in their homes. Their techs can service any kind of AC that you might have. It doesn't matter if you have a Carrier unit. They can help you out with whatever type of AC you have and get you back up and running. But they are a Carrier factory authorized dealer, and they can get you big rebates if you happen to want a brand new Carrier unit. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Give them a call, 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
Introducing Tanzite Stone Tile Flooring, a game changer in the tile industry. Say goodbye to the trade-off between durability and easy installation with Tanzite's revolutionary indoor-outdoor stone tile. Visit Tanzite.com to see how our tile is installed without concrete or mortar. Instead, our innovative rubber gasket system connects the tiles together. Each tile coming pre-assembled, you simply grab one and place it. No expertise needed. At Tanzite.com, you can see how our foam-back tiles contour to cover any existing floor while insulating against sound and cold. Beautiful and versatile. Tanzite tile adapts to indoor or outdoor use, from kitchens to patios, on concrete basements or wooden decks. All with the durability of stone that's guaranteed for life. Witness this innovative product yourself and order a sample today at Tanzite.com. That's TANZITE.com.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The #1 cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Do you think a tiny chip in your windshield is nothing to worry about? I'm Pascal with SafeLight. Sooner or later, every chip will crack. So don't wait. Schedule at SafeLight.com. We can come to you for free and repair that chip fast. And with most insurance, a chip repair is no cost to you. Don't let that tiny chip crack your whole windshield. Go to SafeLight.com for free mobile service. Conditions may apply.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like Deep Cuts, a commercial-free station featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists. Just search Deep Cuts and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. After a 2-year hiatus, the IRS has resumed their aggressive collections letters. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening.
Our friend Amy Caulfield joining the show before too long here. In fact, at the top of the hour, we'll see what's happening in the news with her. She will be featured on the Jim Colbert Show here locally if you're in Orlando. And she's going to be one of their guest hosts this week, I believe.
Nice.
Because they got Deb out. So she'll be in, I think, on like Wednesday. So check that out for sure.
I get to see her for the first time.
That means we get to hang out with her. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. That means you'll be in the HQ hanging out with everybody. So love her, and we'll talk to her real soon. Before we get to your dispatches, Lisa was talking about the roast, and she said, you know who got it quite a bit? They roasted Rob Gronkowski almost as much as they did Tom Brady. And they did. They got him a lot for being like a nerdy little kid. Like one of the comedians said, I knew Rob Gronkowski was here when I heard they ran out of chocolate milk backstage. There was a couple of other lines that were really good. I think it was great. I think it was fun. I think it highlights the most important thing. There are two types of people in the United States of America, and more particularly speaking, online in the United States of America, right on
Instagram,
social media, all these platforms. Those are people who like jokes, who like to have fun, and people who are humorless drones wandering this earth looking for the next thing to be upset about and weaponizing their level of upsetness. You know, those people are bores. Nobody wants that. And there are lines that you probably shouldn't cross. And, you know, there's things that are mean, and punching down is not great and all that. But there's a victory here. You know, there's people who are out there having fun and making good jokes. And I enjoy that much. So I'm excited to watch it later. But I did watch, and I'm not sure, Sabrina, C-Lane, if you guys watched this at all. Did you take in the Kentucky Derby on Cinco de Mayo?
Not one bit.
Wow. You didn't even. Oh, man.
I actually watched it on Quattro de Mayo when it was held.
Oh, was it on the 4th? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
Did you take it in, Sean?
I did. I watched it live. I'm always I think it's hilarious. I think the Cinco de Mayo, not the Cinco de Mayo, the Kentucky Derby event is so hilarious because when we tuned in, the race was supposed to be at, I'm going to mess up the times, but this is close.
6:57?
Yes, it was. That's what I was going to say. I think it was around 6:57. We tune in at 6:50. And it says broadcast started 6 hours ago.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's like a UFC fight. You know, there's smaller fights before you get to the main event.
Yeah, but nobody cares about those at all. At least with the UFC, you're like kind of interested. I mean, I guess, yeah, maybe some people are betting on those. But the big deal is the Kentucky Derby. It's part of the Triple Crown. It's these horses. They're all 3 years old. They only get one shot at it. I love my favorite way of watching the Kentucky Derby is based on class wars. And I can't do this much, but I try to where I can because I hate the super rich losers who have like $18 million horses, $18 million horses in their stable, and they pay for the best jockey to do the best this and the best that, and they buy their way into the Kentucky Derby. I hate those weird like oil tycoon types. I'm not a fan of them. Most of them are loser weirdos who are just as boring as anybody who's upset about every joke.
Do you hate them because they buy their way in, or?
I hate them because they tend to be like the bad guy on Captain Planet. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the big, fat, rich tycoon guy.
Cigar that is always just at the end of it.
Yeah, he's got a flamboyant outfit on, and when they interview him, he's like, we're just going to do the best that we can out there, but we're big winners. We're big winners. And I don't know. That caricature of a human being is lame to me. I don't like it. What I do like happens every now and again. There was one horse that was running that cost $11,000.
All right.
If you know anything about horse buying, which is maybe not too many of you, horses are expensive. You know what's more expensive?
The semen.
Race horses. Or the semen from incredibly raced race horses. You know, if you win the Kentucky Derby with a horse, that's what's worth money, right? And some of them are just the process of they have other horses that they mate and essentially a free horse. But a lot of the horses cost millions of dollars. One of them was over $2 million they paid to purchase that thing. I like the dude who's like, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Let's put him in the race.
Yeah, I bought a horse for a couple grand. It's ugly. It's got some spots on it, and it's unkempt, but it's fast as lightning. And I want to put it out here on the track and see what it does. And then somehow it makes it to the Kentucky Derby Cinderella story style. And that's the horse I want to win. I want like class warfare horse racing, which is tough, but you get it every once in a while. So you try to root for it when you can. Anyhow, we tune in. It says the broadcast has been going on for 6 hours. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't watch any of that. The celebrities come out. You have Martha Stewart was doing the introduction, and she said, "Ladies and gentlemen, in the Commonwealth of Connecticut."
Oh,
She screwed up the place where
Martha.
they were. She did like
it's like Janet Jackson when she was in Orlando, calling it Tampa.
Like, good morning, hello, Cleveland, or whatever, when you're in another city. So they get into the actual race, and Mystic Dan won the 150th Kentucky Derby. All those little tiny short men on all those very big horses did a good job.
Mystic Dan.
But did you see how close it was? Oh, I got to bring this up for you guys. Let me just bring you this still frame. Give me a second here to grab this.
I saw it because they seem to be taking different cameras and reviewing the footage one frame at a time because literally the textbook definition of one by a nose.
Yeah, unbelievable how close it was. Hang on. I'll bring it up here in a second for those of you watching on YouTube and twitch.tv/The News Junkie. Here's the finish line, right? This is the finish line right here. There's 3 horses. That's 3 horses.
So the one that lost was shot on site?
Clearly. Yeah, you just summarily execute them on the track because you've done a bad job, horse. You literally won. If one of the other horses would have can you teach your horse?
Your neck.
Yeah, can you teach your horse to go gadget their neck a little bit to push it out so you get across the line further?
What's where their steps were. Had that horse been in its upward gallop,
bingo,
then its head would have been farther.
Yep. Yeah.
Fascinating.
That's how close it was. It was one step, one push, one stride different. Could have led to any of these 3 horses being the winner, but the winner was Mystic Dan at the Kentucky Derby this weekend.
There was one that had the lead for a little bit that was like a long shot. And I was like, I kind of want that horse to win. It was like a 42-1 odds or something like that.
I know. I love to see those. Who wants the favorite to win? That's boring. I don't have anything in on that. I want the horse who nobody's heard of. It's a janky looking horse. It peed on the way to the gate. Maybe pooped as it was getting into the corral thing that they race them in. Yeah, I did see a couple of them unload as they were headed out there. All right, quick break. When we come back, Amy Kaufeld will join us, and we'll see what's happening on the news. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for bumper-to-bumper traffic due to an accident on Florida's Turnpike southbound between US 301 and County Road 470. There's stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. And authorities are clearing up a couple earlier accidents. Travel with caution. Orange Blossom Trail southbound at Holden Avenue. Colonial Drive eastbound at Dorshire Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Need an oil change? Short on time? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Stay in your car and be back on the road in about 15 minutes. Our expert technicians use premium products for top-notch vehicle care. Quick, easy, trusted. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Attention all golfers, wannabe golfers, enthusiasts, and do-gooders alike. Get ready to tee off for a cause at the Crime Line Charity Golf Scramble. Coming to the prestigious Heathrow Country Club June 3rd. You'll start the day with breakfast to fuel your swing, 18 holes of championship golf, a cart, door prizes, range balls, goodie bags, and more. Best of all, your participation supports Crime Line, an organization dedicated to keeping our communities safe. So mark your calendars and register now at crimeline.org and secure your spot in this unforgettable event at Heathrow Country Club, June 3rd. It's the Crime Line Charity Golf Scramble Tournament. Let's make a difference, one swing at a time.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
It's time for the Great Haircut Sale at your local Great Clips salon. Your chance to get a great haircut at an even greater price, just $8.99. And money's not all you'll save at Great Clips. When you use online check-in, you can save time too. So download our app today and hurry in for the $8.99 Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. It's gonna be great. For a limited time at participating salons.
The $8.99 Great Haircut Sale runs May 3rd through May 10th.
Visit our Orlando, Daytona Beach, and Ocala area salons.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
These days, the cost of fixing or replacing things in your home is going through the roof with no end in sight. Air conditioning replacement, $6,000. New refrigerator, $1,500. Flat screen TV, $1,200. Don't wait till it's too late. Call Everything Breaks now before something else breaks. For as little as $1 a day, Everything Breaks can cover it all. Appliances, plumbing, air conditioning, home electronics, including cell phones and more. Everything Breaks covers repairs your insurance doesn't, saving you hundreds, even thousands on unexpected repair bills. Call Everything Breaks now before something else breaks. Call for your free quote. Call 855-865-SAVE. That's 855-865-SAVE.
Get it all covered your way, 'cause everything breaks.
Limitations and exclusions apply. See plan terms and conditions for details. Coverage not available in all states. Actual savings may vary based on the coverage plan and repairs needed. Call 855-865-SAVE. Online at goeverythingbreaks.com.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Not to brag, but I've been crushing it lately. And all credit goes to frozen drinks from McDonald's. Clean my apartment while crushing an ice-cold Oreo frappe. Love that chocolate flavor. Hint of coffee and Oreo cookie pieces. Crush work in overtime thanks to a drizzly caramel frappe. Even fix my own car while crushing a creamy mocha frappe. Start crushing it yourself with a delicious, refreshing frappe from Mickey D's. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's for a limited time, Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group used under license.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
Story time with the three best friends you never knew you had.
Friend, the amazing, the spectacular Amy Caulfield.
Amy,
hey, you guys. Happy Monday.
Yeah, right back at you. Amy Caulfield from Fox 35 is going to walk us through some of the stuff that's happening in the news. First, a quick little game here. Let's see how we do, all right? This game is called Did Amy Watch It? And we'll see one by one. What do you guys think? Did Amy watch the Kentucky Derby over the weekend?
I'm going to go with yes for that.
I'm going to go with caught a little bit of it.
I'm going to go with didn't watch it live, but yeah, maybe just saw the clip as part of her news gathering information. What's the truth here, Amy?
The truth is, I was at Runway to Hope, and I had to watch it in playback later.
So we
but it was cool. Like number two. Okay, so we went. One of our neighbors had a Derby watch party, and my husband actually put money on the second place horse, which was number 2, and he won.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, you got that part of it, but you just didn't see it live because you were out at this fantastic event, Runway to Hope. You know, I got a dispatch on this addressed at you from our friend B Dobbs Chillin'. Let me play this for you real quick, Amy. Here we go. Let's see.
Happy Monday, junkies. This message actually goes out to Amy K and all the other local celebrities that showed up to the Central Florida-based charity Runway to Hope's big soiree. Runway to Hope is a Central Florida-based charity benefiting children and families who are battling pediatric cancer. I sit on one of the boards as the family assistance chair for the charity, and we had our big soiree, 2,400 people. The kids who are battling cancer get the opportunity to do a runway fashion walk with a local celebrity. Got to see Amy K backstage, and just the joy and comfort that they get to bring to these kids. They get to do that big fashion walk and, you know, really have the night be all about themselves. It's a spectacular thing to be a part of. So big shout out, Amy K. You rocked it. All the other local celebrities that showed up. We can't thank you guys enough. We can't do it without you. I know the kids surely appreciate it. So This one goes out to you.
Oh, that's very nice.
Sweet
Yeah.
man.
Thank you.
That's
It
a
looked
great
awesome.
event.
One of these days,
It was.
we're going to get
It
invited.
was always a beautiful event. And what I love about it is, these are the things that people forget about when a family gets a pediatric cancer diagnosis, right? It impacts the whole family. And a lot of times mom or dad will have to quit their job to stay home, right? To get their child to appointments. In many cases, families run short on money and they can't afford to pay the water bill, the electric bill, the mortgage, the car payment. And so what Runway to Hope does is it swoops in and it helps to provide that support for these families so they don't have to worry about all of those things while they're trying to cure their child of cancer. So it's a beautiful event. And, there's always tears shed because sometimes the kids that you've walked in previous years sadly don't make it to the next year's event. And so that's probably the hardest part of it. But the families are amazing. And I love Mark and Josie Nejame and what they do for this community and for these families. It's really beautiful.
Oh, that's very, very great. And the next question for did Amy watch it? Did Amy watch the roast of Tom Brady live? Did you watch this live?
I say no. It was
too no's.
It went late.
Oh, that's too late for her. She has to wake up and do the whole news thing. Oh.
I didn't, but it's on my talkers for you guys today because of some of the things that were said.
All right. Like what? What grabbed your attention?
Okay, so the whole Robert Kraft thing. So here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
If he had just let that joke go, right?
It was already said.
Yes. The guy already said the joke. If he had just let the joke go, it would not have made such an impact. But by him walking up and saying something that we could all hear, that now it has become this huge story. So what he thought would have squashed it actually made it worse.
Yeah.
This is what we talk about often, like the Barbara Streisand effect, where she am I getting that name wrong, Sean?
Yeah, no, you got the Streisand effect.
She at one point made a big stink over a photo of her that she didn't like, and she wanted it scrubbed from the internet.
It was a photo of her house that she wanted deleted from online. She didn't want people to know what the aerial of her house looked like.
And because she made such a stink about it, everybody saw the photo of her house. It was just like drew more attention to it rather than just letting it fizzle out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I don't know. I guess in the moment, right? You're not thinking about that. I'm sure in the moment he wasn't thinking about that. But here's the other thing too. Like, wouldn't you, if you're having a roast like that, you would think there would be like, okay, like here's the two things that are off the table, right? Because I thought the joke about, him losing his wife and kids was really that just like hurt. I'm like, to me, that's not funny. That was like, oh, that's horrible thing to say, but like if you don't want him making fun of Kraft or whatever, then like you'd be like, okay, these are the two things, right? Something.
Yeah, but Celine made a good point. We were talking during the break, Amy, and Celine said, let's say that Tom Brady put it on his list that, please don't make fun of me and my kids or like me kissing my kids, because that wasn't really brought up. Celine was saying Tom Brady, when given the opportunity, he went after somebody else's kids.
He made the joke to Kim Kardashian, he said, I know Kim was terrified to be here, not because of the jokes, but because her kids are at home with their dad.
Right. Yeah. So he brought her family up. He was willing to do that.
Right.
But he didn't want to take it himself. So I don't know. We may never know what was on that list. Or Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart gets more short guy jokes than anybody else on planet Earth.
He takes it in stride, though. I think that's the important part of having comedians roast other comedians. And I would say even the, bigger celebrities who are very used to that. It is very bizarre to me personally that the Kraft was the big, straw that broke the camel's back.
Right?
Yeah.
Of all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
because Tom went up and said something. To me, that's the reason why it was a big deal. I mean, it's not like everybody didn't already know about the Robert Kraft thing. I mean, we've been talking about that for years. It's the fact that Tom made a big deal out of it that everybody's,
Absolutely. But it's interesting that everybody's talking about this morning, and you can see that these kind of events are still incredibly relevant. For God's sake, Celine, did you say it was the Kia Center or something?
Kia Forum.
The Kia Forum.
I believe.
This is a giant arena where they held this, streamed live on Netflix. People like this. They wanted a good laugh, I think. And so that's worthwhile. Anything else on the docket for you this weekend? Do you have a great Cinco de Mayo?
Well, so yesterday was sports banquet. You guys know, like, it's always crazy kid weekend. So we had football, we had water polo, we had sports banquet this weekend, we had Runway to Hope. So that was like my weekend, and then tried to squeeze some laundry into all of that.
Right. God almighty.
But there's a big launch tonight. You guys want to talk about the Starliner?
Yeah, what's
really
happening?
Cool.
Hold on, this is Boeing, isn't it?
Starliner is actually this is the ULA Boeing collaboration. There are 2 astronauts who are going to be going up on this mission, and so Sunita Williams, who is pretty famous, she's been up on a lot of missions, so this is not her first time, is going to be up there. So it's a male and a female. But here's what's interesting about this: the way this one lands. You guys remember they've done 2 basically test launches of the Starliner.
Yeah. Yes.
The way this one lands is it will land on the ground in New Mexico with parachutes. So, SpaceX uses parachutes too, but they land usually in the Gulf or right off of the Atlantic coast.
Yeah.
This one's actually going to land in the desert in New Mexico. Huh. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. There were some issues with the parachutes that they've had in the past that they were a little concerned about. I think they've worked out all the quirks, but wouldn't that make you nervous? I don't know.
Yes, it's Boeing.
I think the Boeing stuff would make people a little bit nervous, and the parachutes. If you have made it to space and back, and that's the one thing that doesn't work,
right, that brought you down.
Triple check that.
All right, so this is a Boeing launch that's going to go down. When is this happening? When is this supposed to be?
10:34 tonight, Sean.
Okay.
10:34 from Space Force Station, Cape Canaveral.
At 10:34 tonight, this goes down, and there are 2 human beings on board this. You're saying,
yeah, male and female NASA astronauts.
But it's just a test, basically, to see if everything.
Yeah, technically, they've already tested it twice. So this one, they will go up to the ISS. They will connect with the ISS. They'll stay a week, probably drop off some, fresh fruit, charcuterie board, something good.
Crossword puzzle.
And, yep, right, exactly. And then they'll come back in a week. So yeah, so people are going to be watching it very closely just to make sure everything goes flawlessly. This project, over $1 billion, and they've been working on this for 10 years. They've had about 3 years worth of setbacks.
Wow.
Gosh, that is
a lot.
It's a lot.
And very big for Boeing, because Boeing has had so much bad press in the last year or so that they could use a win. Like, if this looks very impressive and everything goes the way that it's supposed to, that like maybe they can get a little bit of a win in the hearts of the nation and to get some positive press. Otherwise, really, really going to go in a bad direction for them. So all fingers crossed to hope for a safe flight there for everybody involved. What else is grabbing your attention, Amy?
Well, I think the Osceola County Memorial for Pulse. I don't know if you guys have talked about this already this morning, but so what has happened is that the county of Osceola has decided that they want to do their own memorial for the folks who were killed in the Pulse massacre. Mm-hmm. So this is stirring up a little bit of controversy because people are like, wait, why shouldn't it be in Orlando? But this is actually going to be separate from the one that they will put in Orlando. It's going to be, this one I think is just going to be like a sculpture and a memorial.
Which one of them do you think will be done first?
Oh,
this
gosh,
one?
Probably the Osceola County one.
Yeah.
But when I was talking to one of the artists who's actually going to be doing the sculpture for this over the weekend, he was at Runway to Hope, and he was saying that that part of the reason behind this is because so many of the victims were from Osceola County, Kissimmee. So he said he feels like that it was just their way of honoring them. But I think you bring up a good point, C-Lane, that if this is built before the one in Orlando, I think that will, cause some issues for people who have been waiting can you believe it? Almost 8 years.
Right.
It's such a long time.
But why should it have any controversy? I mean, the point is being to memorialize the people who were killed. So, if there's anything,
I think there was just some confusion,
unity.
Sabrina.
Oh.
Yeah, I think people were just confused. They thought this was the memorial, but it's actually a separate memorial. So I think initially when it came out, people were like, what do you mean it's going to be in Osceola County? Like it happened in Orlando. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think then once they were like, oh, wait, these are separate things. This is just going to be an additional memorial. I think then people were like, okay, now I understand.
I have to admit, I thought when I saw that story this morning, I thought, why are they putting it in Osceola? I didn't know it was a separate thing. But it's nice that they're having a separate thing. Good for them.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah. It's kind of weird to be like, there can only be a memorial at the place where this happened. Like, who cares? Like if there was I'm sure there actually has to be a 9/11 memorial somewhere other than.
Sure, they're everywhere.
Yeah. It would be totally normal to have other places where you could have this stuff to. All right. What? Anything else going on in your world, Amy?
Oh, just this video. Have you seen the video where the guy walks up into the church and it's like streaming live and he tries to oh my gosh.
He tries to shoot?
Yeah, he tries to shoot the pastor and the pastor's like, duck diving, Matrix. Yeah. It's a whole thing. And did he end up firing any shots off?
No, his gun jammed.
Oh,
yeah, the gun jammed. And so thankfully, people ran up and tackled him right away. But I mean, had the gun not jammed, that would have been horrific.
Super good argument for the existence of God, though, that the gun jammed when he was trying to shoot the pastor. You know what I'm saying? Here?
Like, Amy in these positions.
The power of God stopped this lunatic from shooting the pastor.
Did they figure out a motive or just like pick the church?
No. It was weird. I don't know did you see the video, Sabrina? Because when they were taking him down, he was like very submissive. It wasn't even like, I don't know. I just think probably some issues there.
Yeah, and it tends to be the case, unfortunately. Yes. All right. Always lovely to talk about you. Congratulations on the event this weekend.
Thanks, you guys.
And everybody.
I'm going to be hanging out with Jim Colbert and the gang on Wednesday. So.
I know. Sabrina and I will get to see you.
We are so excited. As soon as we heard about that, I'm like, we're staying until Amy gets here so we can do a hug.
We're getting to bowl together. I'm super excited about that, too.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Are you a good bowler, Amy?
Not really.
Yeah.
You guys are going to show me up.
No.
I'm excited to hang out with you guys. I'm going to request a lane right next to you.
Okay.
Yes, we'll do it.
Yeah.
She's ready.
Thank you, Amy Coffin.
Fox
35. She's the best. And you should be waking up each and every day with her and the crew on GDO. There's nobody better out there. And no matter where you are, no matter where you're listening to this show, it's a fantastic website to start your day to see what's going on in the world, really. So go to fox35orlando.com and see what's happening. When we come back, we'll get to you. Haven't worked in any dispatches minus the one there for Amy, so we'll get to some of those. Plus, something that was dropped onto the small screen this weekend that I think needs to be discussed. Did you see this?
Excuse me.
What was that?
This is my mic. Sorry.
Is that you?
Sound like
Don't say that with Amy Coffin.
Oh, please, of all the things you said.
Back in a moment. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The left lane is blocked, causing bumper-to-bumper traffic southbound on Florida's Turnpike between US 301 and County Road 470. The turn lanes are blocked eastbound and westbound on Semorin Boulevard at Hadaway Drive. Travel with caution in that area, and you can expect your regular delays on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Batteries Plus. Power on this spring and summer with Batteries Plus. In stores and online too, you'll find batteries for your car, RV, boat, motorcycle, ATV, golf cart, and more. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I'm concerned about my water heater.
If your concern is of a serious nature, press 1. If it's more of a frivolous matter, press 2.
Doesn't even make sense.
Just press 1 or 2.
Fine.
Fine. What are you so concerned about?
My water heater's like 15 years old, and I'm worried it might...
Oh, this is exciting. Has it burst yet?
Well, no, but...
Only a matter of time. Hey, everyone, 15-year-old water heater, place your bets.
Are you laying odds on when my tank will fail?
Have to make this call interesting somehow.
This would never happen at Frank Gay.
True enough. So, $10 buy-in. What's your guess?
Guess I should have called Frank Gay.
When you need a new water heater, it's no time to gamble. You want your problem fixed fast before it turns into a bigger one. That's the Frank Gay way.
I've got a side bet you'll hang up and call Frank Gay in 3, 2, I win!
FrankGayServices.com.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at AbacusPays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Not to brag, but I've been crushing it lately. And all credit goes to frozen drinks from McDonald's. Clean my apartment while crushing an ice-cold Oreo frappe. Love that chocolate flavor. Hint of coffee and Oreo cookie pieces. Crush work and overtime thanks to a drizzly caramel frappe. Even fix my own car while crushing a creamy mocha frappe. Start crushing it yourself with a delicious, refreshing frappe from Mickey D's. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's for a limited time, Oreo's a trademark of Mondelez International Group, used under license.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Do you think a tiny chip in your windshield is nothing to worry about? I'm Pascal with SafeLight. Sooner or later, every chip will crack. So don't wait. Schedule at safelight.com. We can come to you for free and repair that chip fast. And with most insurance, a chip repair is no cost to you. Don't let that tiny chip crack your whole windshield. Go to safelight.com for a free mobile service. Conditions may apply.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. I'm the president of New South Window Solutions. What I'd like people to understand about our company is what's unique about us. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. We go out of our way to make it easy.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803. Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Deep Cuts. Featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Who, The Stones, and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Deep Cuts, and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
On the line. Unbelievable.
If that makes you feel better for all the awkward S you said while she was on.
I don't know. I think I takes the cake.
What about Boeing? She was not answering it.
I didn't say what about Boeing like that. I just said Boeing is creating this spaceship. I'm not vested by Boeing. See you later, folks. You know, I just have some concerns.
We said bye to her, so I didn't know that she was still on.
Bye and then queef right after it.
We waved. We said goodbye. Why was the call not ended?
Because when you said it, I still looked over and I saw her face on the screen.
All right, whatever. I will send her an apology text.
No. She doesn't care. We're not a brand risk, are we? Do you think we're a brand risk?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. We probably are
The
a
only
brand
thing,
risk.
I'm the glue holding it together.
Oh, that's bad. Now that I'm thinking about it. We will try our best moving forward to not be a brand risk for Amy
Mark that,
Cofo.
please.
We'll be a brand risk to ourselves always. Always, but not her. We can't bring her in on this. There is a man who is in the news because of his browsing habits, and they said that this particular person, his last name is Hazel, he is somebody who is way worse than C-Lane at cultivating, collecting, one might say hoarding all the browser tabs that one individual could have at any given moment.
You don't hoard browser tabs.
You do. Over there in browser tab land, you've always got at least 30, 40 going on that screen of yours.
Wait, you mentioned it last week. Wasn't it like 48?
It was a lot.
40.
Yeah, it's anxiety-inducing.
On one browser.
On one browser. You have other browsers going on?
I have 3 computers and an iPad here. There's multiple browsers.
This person, this Hazel, was way ahead of you, though. Hazel, who prefers to not share the last name, is what you would call a hardcore fan of the browser Firefox, which is one of the nerdiest things I've heard, and a self-proclaimed tab hoarder. She posted some screenshots online. She had 7,470 tabs open.
Damn. But so wait, this was a Firefox browser, but was it mobile or desktop?
It was desktop. Her desktop browser. She had 7,470 concurrent tabs that were rolling in the browser.
At that point, I mean, can the browser be like, hey, let's address this real quick?
Yeah, this is
Please.
painful. This is like, and I feel
Does this
like
person
that
have
would
like
be,
a terabyte of RAM?
Yeah, would it be detrimental to the overall health of your computer to have that many going on?
I don't know. I inadvertently turned on some feature in Chrome that like puts a bunch of my tabs that haven't been used in a while to sleep to like free up space. It's kind of annoying.
You don't like it?
I
them
want the
awake?
tabs. Yeah, I want the tabs to be awake at all times.
You want them awake and ready to go. Yeah. And the browser does not, unfortunately. This weekend, we took some time and watched a very bizarre movie. I'm curious. I'd like to read up on more of how accurate this movie is. But did either of you, watch the Jerry Seinfeld Unfrosted movie that was dropped?
I did not. It's on the queue. I mean, it looked funny in the trailer. It is not doing well as far as reviews go, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to give it a go at some point.
Just to be clear, this is about the battle to create Pop-Tarts. So it's a weird subject for a movie.
But isn't it satire? Like, isn't it very goofy?
It's very, very goofy. Some of it is real. It's based on a true story. Some of it is made up in comedy. There's like a million cameos.
I think it started with either a Seinfeld bit or one of Jerry's stand-up routines that he was like working with one of his writers, and he kind of said, let's kind of flesh this out into a full movie.
Yeah, so he makes a movie about the creation of Pop-Tarts, and he is working for one company, and then like the rival company gets angry about this, and then the milkmen are furious that they're headed away from cereal, and they have all of these celebrities that pop up at some point in time in the movie, and everybody does a pretty decent job. It's just a weird movie. It's just like kind of strange. Like Snap, Crackle, and Pop are in it. There's like all the characters from the breakfast cereals are played by humans. Oh, Hugh Grant is Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
They just keep CGIing Hugh Grant, right?
Well, no, he was in a real costume because it's supposed to be way back in the day. And Celine, you saw the movie, right?
I haven't watched it yet. It's kind of it was one of our options over the weekend, and we were like, let's either do this Jerry Seinfeld movie, which is not getting great reviews, or we did Baby Reindeer instead.
And
Oh, did you? How'd you like that?
We're a couple episodes in. It's decent. I like it.
Yeah.
Ashley wasn't really sold on it from the trailer. So I was like, our two options are something you might not like or something you probably won't like. So it's kind of easy.
Not a lot of great choices this weekend, huh? Unfrosted is the movie. Jerry Seinfeld's the star, but there's so many celebrities that pop up in this whole thing. Oh, you know who's good? Bill Burr plays JFK.
Yeah.
Rocking a full head of hair. Bill Burr.
Little Johnny.
Is JFK. And, like, they show JFK as the horn dog that he was. Like, when the person who's going to meet with JFK leaves, he has the Doublemint twins coming in that he's going to have sex with. And like, the whole thing is out there. It's out there. It's so bizarre. It's kind of fun. Honest to God, it's one of the weirdest movies I've seen in a while. I see weird movies. I don't know what to make of it. I don't even know if I liked it or not. It wasn't bad. It was just a lot of it was like strange and kind of corny. And do you know what was one of the hardest things to get used to? It really shouldn't be. But it was hard to get used to. Jerry Seinfeld in a movie.
Here?
That was the last
I'm
movie
not
he
used
was
to
in.
that. I don't know. The B movie is a voice. I see him as a TV guy, as a stand-up guy. He's always on television doing interviews and stuff. But I'm not used to him being like a leading man in a movie, and it was kind of weird to adjust to that. There was something about that seemed strange. If you saw it, let us know what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. Let's work some of those in. The actual history on this, though, it says, in the early 1960s, Kellogg's biggest competitor, because Seinfeld plays the head of Kellogg's biggest competitor, Post, invented a process for dehydrating food and enclosing it in foil to keep it fresh. Originally used for dog food, they were looking to expand their breakfast market and adapted the process to a new toaster-prepared breakfast pastry. Post announced its new product to the press in 1964, several months before they went to market, calling them Country Squares. So they announced it, and then Kellogg's is like, we got to have one of those things, too. And because Pop Art was so big at the time, they called theirs Pop-Tarts, and it kind of took over. Question that doesn't have a correct answer. What is the supreme best
S'mores?
number one top Pop-Tart? S'mores is your answer. That's a curveball.
What I grew up with, it is great, hot or cold.
Better hot.
Better hot, but no problem eating it cold. And I stand by it. Can't do
I
the
think
other
I
ones.
ate most of my Pop-Tarts cold as a kid.
It's easy. If you're on the run, it's easy to do.
Wait, are you able to toast the frosted ones, or does that kind of melt?
Yeah, no, you could do it. You could eat them that way. The strawberry ones were always my favorite, but s'mores were pretty damn good. Did you eat these, C-Lane?
Yeah, I did. I did not like the s'more, but I was a frosted strawberry kind of guy.
That's where it was at. Courtney goes, none of the above. I'm a toaster strudel gal. I don't screw around with this Pop-Tart stuff.
Only child.
I said, toaster strudels suck. And you know how it's only child syndrome? She has siblings, but they're much older than she is. But it's semi only child syndrome. When you say that you like toaster strudels, I know that there was no competition in your house. I know that there was nobody else there. Because if you had brothers and sisters around your age and you had toaster strudels, somebody was always taking 2 packs of that stuff, the cream stuff, and spreading it on theirs, and then you got a dry-ass toaster strudel.
Well, then you have the amount of time to not only toast the strudel, but put on the icing. Mm-hmm. When it came to the s'mores, especially when they're not toasted and cold, that means, like, we're running late. There's 6 of us trying to get ready at the same time.
Yep.
So grab these and we go.
Oh, those are good. That's a good time.
Sergeant Dave says Oreo Pop-Tarts. I don't even know if that was a thing when I ate Pop-Tarts. That sounds delicious.
Must be newer. It's got to be a newer invention here. All right, let's get to a couple of dispatches before we find out what's happening on the next episode momentarily. Here is Paul. It just says movies, so I don't know which one he's talking about.
Me and my wife watched it over the weekend. It was a fantastic movie. I thought it was hilarious.
I guess he likes it. Positive review for Frosted. Here's Laserblade talking about this Boeing spaceship.
Hello, news junkies.
Hey!
So the Boeing Starliner, that's just the capsule. The rocket is, I think, an Atlas V, which they
SpaceX?
launched, dozens and dozens of times successfully before. So Boeing didn't make the rocket, just the little capsule goes on the top.
Oh my God, are you kidding
have a good day.
Is that true? Do we spend billions of dollars just on the little capsule part that goes on the front of SpaceX's rocket?
I think it's all inclusive.
Because if it's just the front part, that's insane to me. One more. Here is Pizza Peisenberg talking about the roast.
Okay. Quick notes on the roast last night. No complaints at all.
Roast notes.
I love the brutality. Everything is on the table. I will say I think one thing might have been on Tom Brady's writer not to bring up, and Sabrina, you know what I'm talking about. I tuned in expecting to hear at least one joke about it. Did not hear a single joke about him making out with his kid. I think that might have been up for the no joke about list. Anyway, a couple of favorites of the night. Sean, you brought it up. Tony Hinchcliffe's Bert Kreischer.
He was insane.
You look like the Tiger King and the Liver King, only eat Burger King, and got Martin Luther King got beat up by Rodney King. That was a great one. A couple of other standouts, Nikki Glazer's entire set, as well as some of the jokes against Kim Kardashian. A couple of favorites, Close Your Legs. You have more public beef than Kendrick and Drake. And Kim Kardashian is afraid to be here tonight, not because of this, but because her kids are at home with their dad. Man, amazing, as well as all the Aaron Hernandez stuff. Just loved it. Couldn't have been better. They need to do more of these, like at least quarterly, if not yearly.
Hey, when Tom Brady comes up and he makes his jokes, Tom Brady didn't write any of those jokes, right?
No.
Likely no.
He paid somebody, I'm sure, like a stand-up comedian, maybe even some of the people over there.
He's a very funny man to me, but
not at all.
When given a script, he's done a decent job.
Yeah, I mean, he did okay with other people's jokes. He did okay.
They have writers that do it for them, and like you said, some of the people that are on the dais probably also write some of the jokes. I think Jeff Ross probably throws some jokes in there.
Yeah,
How do you still get this gig?
I don't know. This is his
he
thing.
has.
And this is all he has right now. All right, when we come back the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
I'll tell you. Oh my gosh. All right, now fade it down a little bit as you guys keep going. Long Duck Dong doesn't think anything was wrong with that character in 16 Candles, but apparently there was something wrong with E.T. Madonna revealed her iconic Britney kiss and recreated it in front of 1.6 million people, and no one can unsee it. Plus, we're going to try our best to catch up with this steamy hot beef between Kendrick and Drake. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
Oh, please do explain that to me, because I'm
so out of it.
I tell you, 10 pages that I printed, but then I asked ChatGPT to sum it up in less than 2 minutes. So we'll see how that goes.
Maybe this will help us all out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is The Jim Colbert Show.
Coming up this Monday on The Jim Colbert Show, we'll talk law with Ray Trinley from TK Law. We'll also get an Orlando Magic and Orlando City update with Brandon Kravitz. And speaking of Orlando City, all week we're going to have chances for you to win tickets to see Orlando City take on Lionel Messi and Inter Miami. All that plus 4 shots at winning $1,000 and your calls, text, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Here's your midday weather update. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner, and today we'll see a high of 90 degrees. A chance for a couple of late-day downpours, maybe a thunderstorm, especially near the I-75 corridor. This is the beginning of a big warming trend. We'll be into the mid-90s for Wednesday, and then by Thursday, mid and upper 90s, flirting with the record high of 98 set back in 1915. So, yeah, it's going to be hot. This weekend, we got some storms on the way, cooling down into the 80s for Mother's Day weekend. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Red, ripe, and juicy Florida tomatoes are in season now. Use them in everything from soups and sandwiches to salads and sauces. There's nothing like the versatile Florida tomato. Look for them at your local grocery store. Fresh from Florida, there's sunshine in every bite.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
Tommy Mello here, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. Springtime savings are here, and now is the perfect time to service your garage. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. If your garage door is noisy, if bugs are getting in, or if it struggles to open, your garage door is in need of repair. From simple repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Our springs, rollers, and openers are tested by running them up and down, open and closed all day, 24/7, so you can feel confident with every A1 garage door repair. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. As the weather starts to warm up, keep those creepy crawlers outside by calling A1 Garage Door Service today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Call today and take advantage of our $29.95 tune-up special.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. After a 2-year hiatus, the IRS has resumed their aggressive collections letters. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to thousands of live radio stations, podcasts, and stream unlimited music playlists for any mood or activity. Powered by City Kia, Central Florida's favorite auto dealer.
City Kia.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office, Orlando.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
Available right now for a very limited time. A great way to show your appreciation for the show and support what we are doing here every single day is to cop this right now. And you can get it in light mode or dark mode. The design Clouds is available for you right now for a very limited time. So go check that out. Go to thenewsjunkie.com right this very second. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I lost me mojo. Got mojo, baby.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode is brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com and the Home Loans Radio Show. A very happy belated birthday to That Mortgage Guy Don, but it'll be your birthday every single day when you work with him and realize that he is going to get you the best deal when you're refinancing, buying your first dream home, perhaps expanding your business, because ThatMortgageGuyDon.com is the place to go to for all the residential and commercial loans. So get the process started today by going to that website.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
It was a mere 30 years ago, 1994. This guy right here.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
That is correct.
Goldthwait?
Goldthwait. It's a heck of a name. And he did a heck of a thing on this day, 1994, when he set his chair on fire on the did no contest to recklessly causing fines and damages.
Jeez.
But here it is on this day in history.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who is not here, but in heaven now. We bid adieu to Bernard Hill. Bernie Hill.
Oh, Benny Hill?
Bernard Hill. You pull up his image and you will know exactly who it is because he was in The Lord of the Rings and in this
the captain.
film, yeah. And this film right here.
Titanic.
And he has now passed away at the ripe age of 79 years old. It was confirmed over the weekend by his agent, Lou Coulson. He was born in Manchester, England in 1944, the son of a miner, and grew up in working-class conditions. But he graduated from the Manchester School of Theatre in 1970 and thus began his acting career with a string of television and film performances. The ones that have made the most note, of course, him as the captain in Titanic. He was also in The Lord of the Rings. His speech from King Theoden in RTK is supposed to be one of the best in cinematic history.
Wow.
And my favorite was that his character in one of his roles was give us a job, but the catchphrase was jizz a job.
Huh?
Giz a job.
Okay.
Giz a job.
Gizza space
Giz a job.
Job.
That sounds like something different.
Yeah, exactly. When reading it, it looks like it was something that happens in pornography, but may he rest in peace. Someone who is now performed in front of 1.6 million people is this gal right here.
Madonna.
Madonna is right. Ended her career. Is this supposed to be the final tour?
I don't know. I hadn't heard that.
I don't know why they're wording it this way, but ended it with a free show in Brazil and Rio de Janeiro to 1.6 million people.
Live? Like in person? There was 1.6 million human beings there?
That seems to be the place for those big numbers because there was another band not too long ago that had 1.5 million people. I forget who. I'm blanking. But it was in Brazil as well. It was also free.
It's also the same place. It's Copacabana Beach is on the list for some of the most attended concerts. Rod Stewart over 3.5 million.
No, Rod Stewart. That was the biggest free concert. 4 million people. 94. Rolling Stones had 1.2 million.
Mm-hmm. How do they fit that many people on that beach? That's insane.
But anyone in the back, like let's say you're 500,000 people behind. Can you hear anything? Like, do they have stuff set up?
Yeah, they must have a setup that spreads it out that far, I would guess. But Jesus.
Her biggest live crowd before this was 130,000 fans in Petty in 1987. So why not celebrate the biggest crowd ever by recreating that kiss with Britney Spears? It was not with Britney this time, but it was with one of her dancers. And can I say, kind of weird to watch.
Yeah, not so good.
It was like, it's a lot of open mouth.
Yeah.
And as someone who loves to kiss, loves I support people kissing.
Yeah.
For this like particular moment, it was just like,
You don't seem to support Tom Brady kissing.
not his son, C-Lane. Sorry. It was for 8 Mississippis. Pull up the clip. Let's see if you support that.
That's too many Mississippis. That's
Remember,
far
it was for
too many
2 Mississippis, and then he's like, that wasn't good enough, and made his kid come back. It was strange. So I guess this one is at number 2. Over 20 years ago, want to feel old? That is when Britney and Madonna shared that smooch on the VMA stage, and now 65-year-old and the now 42-year-old sang Like a Virgin. Britney emerged out of the wedding cake. They shared that kiss. And in 2024, she locked lips with her dancer while wearing a silky red dress. And they did a big old makeout scene, and Brazil went nuts. So congratulations to Madonna. Let's get to this rap beef, shall we?
Yes, please do.
Welcome
nothing
to Rap
but
Cafe. Go ahead.
all this weekend. People were talking about, Drake did this, and then Kendrick Lamar or whatever did this.
It was all like 12 hours apart. Can't keep up. So I'm going to try to...
Is all of this being done via songs? They're like releasing a rap that goes back and forth?
Via songs, and there's some like social media posts, and there was something that happened on, what was it, like Wiki or Google Maps, in which Wiki was changed, but also somebody put Drake's house that Kendrick owns. Like I said, very confusing rap beef time.
Welcome to
Rap
Cafe. Can I take your order?
Rap. It used to be rock beef, but then I changed it to rap beef.
Nice.
So here we go.
I got loyalty.
And thank you, ChatGPT, which, by the way, I said please and thank you in the prompt. When the AI takes over, they'll remember I had manners. But they say in the world of hip-hop, the two titans, Drake and Kendrick Lamar, they've reignited the flurry of diss tracks. So it began with Kendrick Lamar's latest release, Not Like Us. This is a verbal attack against Drake. He accuses him of grooming young women.
Jesus.
Hinting at allegations of pedophilia, and this track is just the latest in the series of these. Drake swiftly responded with Family Matters, which I believe he released a music video for. He takes aim at Lamar's personal life, particularly his relationship with the fiancée Whitney Alford. The song alleges abuse and infidelity, and that escalated the feud even further. So, Kendrick fired back with Meet the Grams, which alleged that Drake is a deadbeat dad and said that he has an illegitimate daughter out there somewhere. He also did, what I saw was a personal song to his son, which he said, I wish your grandfather had worn a condom. Seems a little particular.
Okay.
And even this morning, there was a song that Kendrick released in one of the diss tracks called A Minor, or it's either called A Minor or sung in A Minor. But the whole thing was that when you're on a piano, A minor is just white keys. It doesn't use any of the black keys. So he's calling Drake only white.
Question.
Go ahead.
Is Drake white?
Half. I believe his mom is white.
His mom is white
Or
and his
half
dad is black.
Yes.
And so he's biracial.
Correct.
And so that's where the shot is coming in there. Is there actually an 11-year-old daughter out there, or we don't know?
That
We're
is
not sure.
TBD. That has not been confirmed. The only thing we know of is his son. And I am now blanking on his name, but it was certainly mentioned a bunch in Kendrick's rap. Now, the feud has deep roots. It stems from Lamar's callouts in 2013, naming Drake and other rappers in his verse on Big Sean's Control. Now, that whole thing with Control was that he gave love to all the rappers. It was supposed to be like a friendly, good sportsmanship. Let's have a back and forth. But Drake took it very personally, and it has now stemmed into this. But it from what I'm gathering right now, nobody's on Team Drake.
All right, that's what I was just going to ask. Do we like Drake? Do we not like? I don't know how to feel about this guy.
I've always liked Drake, but it doesn't seem like he's coming out very strong right now.
I only know the one song that he put out, which turned
Kendrick.
into like a viral trend where you would like dance next to your car when you weren't inside your car. I forgot what that song was called.
Ghost Ride the Whip?
No, that's not it. No.
In My Feelings.
In My Feelings, yeah. And that, I really liked that song. I thought that was super well done. But I don't know. And I know started at the bottom, now I'm here. And so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about whose side I'm on here.
I've known Drake since he was Jimmy on Degrassi. But as far as Kendrick goes, I mean, he has
He's to pimp a butterfly, right?
Pulitzer? I'm saying that wrong.
Pulitzer Prize, yeah.
For his rap lyrics. I mean, he's in the Harvard Library. It should be interesting. I didn't realize it would go this far, to be completely honest.
Neither one of them got anything on Lil Wayne, all right? I'm still just gobsmacked at the real G's move in silence like lasagna. Sticks with me to this day.
It sure does, but
love him.
They should be involved anytime soon because it goes Drake, Lil Wayne, Birdman. That's beef with Pusha T, and then that goes to Future, and it's a beautiful mess and spiderweb of rap beef, and I am here for it. And that's my time. So let's give you Zip It Tip. And what song shall I use?
I don't know.
I got loyalty. This is what you got on the boob tube. The Voice on NBC. The series finale of Bob Hart's Abishola. So I guess.
Excuse me? That doesn't sound right.
What'd you say?
Bob Hart's Abishola.
Abishola?
Whatever it is.
I don't know what that means either.
Well, the show did not do very well. The series is over, okay? Jeopardy Masters 21st season finale of NCIS, Deal or No Deal Island, and the series finale of NCIS UAE. Ethan Hawke and Cedric the Entertainer can be on Colbert, and you follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra, and most importantly, stay with me, Marina.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. Quick break. We're back with boy rooms and a really bad idea from Google.
Boy rooms?
Yep. Yeah, you'll see what's happening with
Room
this.
for boys.
It's all right there in the title, but we'll go a little deeper than that. I promise you that. Is coming up next in the News Junkie.
Orlando City is on the road to play Philadelphia Union this Saturday. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's slowdowns on Florida's Turnpike southbound between US 301 and County Road 470. An earlier accident, authorities are still clearing up. Eastbound and westbound on Semorin Boulevard at Hadaway Drive. Travel with caution there. On I-4, you could expect your regular delays before Champions Gate. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by J. David Tax Law.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. After a 2-year hiatus, the IRS has resumed their aggressive collections letters. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Here at Massey, we know a thing or two about bugs. We've been keeping pests out of homes for almost 100 years. Our customized pest prevention program keeps bugs outside, in their home, not yours. Because when we prevent pests from getting in, we protect health, home, and family. Make your home a Massey home. Schedule your free inspection today at MasseyServices.com. Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
Okay, this contract looks good to me. Let me just run it by my lawyer.
Everyone knows that having a good lawyer on hand can be a real game changer. Which is why Legal Shield connects you to a vetted law firm in your state for a low monthly fee. Only Legal Shield has been providing this kind of legal peace of mind for over 50 years. Need an experienced set of eyes on that fine print? With Legal Shield, you can say,
let me run it by my lawyer.
Is the dealership giving you a hassle about warranty repairs?
I guess we'll have to talk to our lawyer.
And for that will you've been putting off, you can finally tell your family.
We're good. I had our lawyer take care of it.
Legal Shield isn't AI bots. It's a dedicated group of real lawyers who have your back, no matter what the future brings, all for around the price of those streaming services you don't watch anymore. Sign up at LegalShield.com/radio today. PPLSI does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
If you ask anyone who's experienced LASIK, they will tell you it's the best thing they've ever done. And more often than not, they'll add, I should have done it sooner. So what are you waiting for? The Filatowski Eye Institute is offering free LASIK consultations. Just text 1041 to 868686 and start your journey to better vision with the Filatowski Eye Institute. They've performed over 65,000 LASIK procedures using the latest state-of-the-art technology. If finances aren't concerned, they offer 24-month interest-free financing. Text 1041 to 868686 to schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
It's Big May on CW18.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. And it doesn't get any bigger than the Big Bang.
Sounds like a party.
Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
Let the good times roll.
Are you having fun?
Oh, yeah, this is it.
The Big Bang Theory. Weeknights at 7, 7:30, and 11. Part of Big May on CW18.
Still funny.
From sunrise to sunset, West 2 News on CW18 has you covered. Mornings from 7 to 10. Start your day with Central Florida's most accurate forecast from First Warning meteorologist Kelly Ann Klass.
You'll always have a clear view of what's ahead.
Then tonight at 10, get caught up and know what's happening now with Stuart, Michelle, Tony, and Darren.
It's all in a day's work, and our work never stops.
AM or PM, West 2 News on CW18 has you covered.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Who's trial attorney Jeff Kaufman for the law offices of Kaufman Lind? When I first graduated law school over 25 years ago, I had so many ideas of what practicing law would look like. Well, after 25 years, I learned the most important thing I can do is care. There are many nights that I spend thinking about what I can do, how I can make a case better, how I can protect my client. If that works for you and you are in an accident, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. Offices, Orlando.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Brought Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics. It's
Extra Shaky for being the latest Secret Show subscriber. You can learn more about that over at thenewsjunkie.com.
Rough night, Extra Shaky?
Rough night for me, buddy. Look at you guys get mad at me for this all the time. The toner is in a bad way right now. It's not looking great. I got new toner coming in, so don't fear. But right now, the toner situation is not looking too good.
Is that stuff expensive?
No, I got a guy.
You got a toner guy?
I got a guy. And by I got a guy, I mean I found it on Amazon, like a bootleg version of the toner.
Did that get you excited?
You
got a toner boner?
I did, because I'm in a fight with my printer. I use my printer almost every day of my life. It's a laser printer, and I love it. But it also sucks. And here's why it sucks. This printer, when it notices that your toner is low, like it can still print, it just notices your toner is low. It stops. It shuts down. And you have to like go into the settings and change a setting to get it to keep printing again.
No, you use it like a Super Nintendo cartridge.
You blow in the thing?
Yeah. You like wiggle it around and it'll reset.
You can't do that way. It's a software thing that when it says toner low, it shuts it off.
What annoyed me, and it wasn't, I think it was the printer you used to have, because you replaced your printer recently, right?
Not too long ago, yeah.
So the
it was the
old
day
one,
we stopped going to Sean's house.
Yeah,
brand new printer.
The old one annoyed me because, and this might have been a setting we just never changed, but it always wanted you to replace the color toner, and you never print in color, so you're like, I have no reason to get color toner. But like, since you never did it, it just keeps nagging and giving you the error, like, oh, there's no color toner.
I know. It's terrible. And the new one I got is just black and white for that exact reason, so I wouldn't get that warning anymore. It also has, like, when the toner goes low, on the little tiny screen on the printer, it's like, go to this website, like an advertisement to get more toner. I don't know. I don't like it.
Nice.
I'm not a big fan. But that is going to be solved very, very soon. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And somebody who's a fan of the show says, hey, Sean, I live within 20 minutes of the attempted church shooting. What a wild story. It seems like more happened after the church scene. Hopefully they continue to release details as they're discovered. Figured to be interested in seeing this. Good day, James. And James, I am. Let's look at this together, because this was a crazy moment. In Pennsylvania is where this happened. And if you take a look here, you can see the pastor up on the stage. Watch how close this was to an absolute catastrophe, right? So the pastor's doing his thing, and here comes the guy.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Crazy, right? Look. And then the guy comes up there, a bodyguard, security, parishioner. Some person comes up there and grabs him and pulls him down. But it was so close to being just an absolute disaster right there. Like, if the gun jammed.
Looks out of a movie.
I know it does. If the gun would not have jammed, this guy would have been dead in front of live streaming audience, in front of an actual
fully
audience.
white gun?
It looks weird, doesn't it? Let me go one more time. There's something about this gun that looks a bit strange, but you see him pull up. I think it's just silver, but he's holding the handle. And thank God somebody takes him down. Unbelievable. And just an absolutely frightening moment right there. What do you think? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us a dispatch right now.
If you're that pastor, how are you feeling the day after? Is it like a new lease on life because you almost died yesterday, or you're like, somebody's going to try this again?
I don't know. I would feel.
I want to know this guy's backstory. Like,
yeah,
was it a parishioner? Was it someone related at all?
Here's
if
the
it's
story
a
on
random
it.
person.
This says a gunman has been arrested after pulling a firearm on a Pennsylvania pastor over the weekend in the middle of a sermon in a terrifying caught-on-camera ordeal. Bernard Polite, 26, was caught after trying to shoot Pastor Glenn Germany at the Jesus Dwelling Place Church on Sunday afternoon. A terrifying live stream of the ordeal showed the pastor ducking for cover as the perp brandished the weapon. He says, I'm thankful to God that I'm still here because he definitely pulled the trigger, the pastor said. I started to begin to preach. All of a sudden, from my left-hand side, I saw him move from the back to the front of the church, and he set up in the front corner of the church and smiled at me. All of a sudden, I just saw a gun pointing right at me, and at that point, all I could try to do was run for cover. The church's deacon was filmed leaping across and tackling Polite in the immediate aftermath. Germany, his 14-year-old daughter. Oh, my God.
Man.
The pastor's daughter was in the church at the moment, his 14-year-old daughter. The guy was just dealing with spirits, he said, and he came in and wanted to shoot somebody. He said, you ducked a taco today. That's what he told me. That's slang for you ducked a bullet. I've never heard anybody refer to it that way, but you ducked a taco is what he said. And indeed he did. He ducked that taco and manages to be alive to tell the tale.
Are those interchangeable? Does that mean I have bullets for breakfast?
I think so.
Okay.
Taco's the new word. I know this is early slang. We're very, very early in on this. What does your boy room look like, C-Lane? You don't have a boy room. You're married now. Mm-hmm. Your days of a boy room are gone.
I thought you were talking about the damned the nursery.
No. I know Jackson's room, I'm sure, it's tidy. I've seen some work that you did in there. It looks very, very nice. I'm talking about boy rooms, which is a phenomenon that's exploding right now on social media and
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Y'all see this?
There's somebody who has a TikTok account in particular that's been going viral. Rachel Coaster is her name, and Rachel Coaster, this comedian, will find people on the streets and go, "Can I see your bedroom?" And she goes back to their place, and these guys have the most dystopian, nightmarish bedrooms.
Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about now.
It's like a guy.
Is that because the normal guys just say no? You can't see my bedroom?
No, it's like you're living by yourself.
Yes.
There's nothing
Single
really on
man
the wall.
syndrome. Yeah, there's no art. There's
it's like
no
a bed sheet.
The coffee table is like a giant spool that the power company uses to. Like, everything is really sad and single and embarrassing, and they keep
definitely
going.
Had that room before.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of your room when you lived with Beaver. I can't picture. I think I saw it once.
No, yours.
But,
I mean, it was not bad. I think you had a desk in there. You had a djembe that you eventually met with your face.
I had a desk in there.
I thought you had a desk. I remember you walked in, the bed was on the right, then you had the djembe. Then I thought there was a giant pile of clothes.
Yeah.
Always a pile of clothes.
Even clean, they were just piled on the floor.
It's more of it's the scarcity that I think defines a boy room.
I mean,
yes.
I think the token boy room thing that was my situation was I did not have a bedstand or headboard. I just had a mattress and a box spring on a floor.
Right, yeah, and that's sort of what you see a lot in these types of rooms.
Till I was 31, I think. 32.
I had the same thing. I slept on an air mattress for a long time, man. I had an empty ass room.
I did a futon for a long time because I had given my sister my bed, and the idea was to get a new mattress, and then 9 months later, I was still on the futon.
Yeah, I didn't mind the futon when I had it. I don't know if you hated it or not, but
it's not great for my back.
Yeah, I think over time it's probably bad. When you're younger, it's a little easier to deal with.
Yeah,
when you get older, that you can't necessarily fight through that as much. But guys' rooms when they're single, according to this account, are just incredibly barren. Maybe that's the wrong word to use. Incredibly bare in terms of furniture that they have. and overall just sort of sad looking. They feature them on this channel. So let us know if you've seen that. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us a dispatch right now. Google has added what seems to be the dumbest feature ever to their phones. The Android devices are going to be able to do this. Now they have introduced audio emojis, and there's an app that could probably catch you off guard if you're not paying attention. You, during a phone call, can send audio emojis, which include clapping, a sad trombone.
Oh, these are drops.
Yes.
These are basically just, you have your own, soundboard.
Yeah, a fart sound, which is the poop emoji. You hit that and it makes a fart sound. One of those, if somebody makes, a bad joke.
I hope that you have to accept this. Instead of all of a sudden people don't know, like my voicemail out of nowhere was changed.
Yeah.
That you are in a professional setting or perhaps a setting that's very quiet, and all of a sudden you open a text message and it's farting.
It says, did anybody ask for this? No. And I'm trying to see if, that's a good question. Is it just by default that this works? So I'm on a phone call with Sabrina, and I hit the soundboard type audio emoji, and it farts on the phone call. And people are going to start hitting that on accident now. And there's lots of issues that could arise from doing this. We'll see. Maybe you've seen this. Maybe some of you have Android devices and have already messed with this. Do let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com right now. All right, let's see what we got going on. Here is,
Nice.
Here's OMG, it's Price. It says, just yelling at the radio like a lunatic.
First dispatch.
Price here. First dispatch.
Nailed it.
Look, man, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I listen as often as I can. Sean, C-Lane, Sabrina, I love you guys so much. But, listen, I'm a nerd about a couple of things. I really nerd out over a few things. Mostly professional wrestling and hip-hop. And that's two subjects I realize you guys don't touch on very often. You don't report on it too often. But I find myself more often than not, when you guys do, I'm sitting here screaming at my radio, no, that's not how it goes. That's not.
Hold on. Just in the name of fairness, this is incredibly complicated.
It is, and I didn't have enough time for it, okay? I realized how complicated it was. I found myself over the weekend watching an 8-minute video on it, and I still couldn't sum it up, so I realized I shouldn't have even talked about it without
I
really
saw
knowing.
a video before the show, and it was Drake and Kendrick Lamar's beef summed up in 4 minutes. And I hit play on the video, and about halfway through, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's happening. There's too much lore there. It's too complicated. You need an episode of 60 minutes.
What happened? You're wrong. And, at first, I feel rage bubbling up, and then I stop and I'm like, you know what? I'm actually more entertained by it. Listening to you guys, read the things and try to figure out exactly what happened, talking about wrestling or hip hop. And it really blows me away how often I wind up laughing at it. So in the end, I don't even want to correct you guys. You guys are just as great as you are. Man. Everything you do is fantastic, and I love you. Wiggles and Pops.
No.
If you could sum it up in 60 seconds, I would love to hear that, because it seems like
an entire
gossip.
Next episode on it, right?
We need a PowerPoint. We need a PowerPoint. Since the beginning of this, here's what happened.
I'm going to the place where I thought I might be able to get answers, and there's nothing in Reddit Explain Like I'm 5 about the beef.
See, that would have been handy. And I don't know who to like, who not to like, who's better, who sucks. Somebody must be on the right side of it.
I don't think we have to pick a team necessarily. At this point, as much as I love Drake, and he certainly has been my top artist for years past, Kendrick seems to be wiping the floor with him.
I guess so. It seems like a lot of people are on that side, but I don't know.
didn't realize it was so intense.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot there.
Back and forth.
All right, let's go over to...
I want to follow up from Price, please.
Yeah, if you could sum it up, OMG, it's Price. I'd love to hear that. Here's Mo Manji, the realtor.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well.
You too.
I got my shirt, brand new shirt, so I'm happy about that. And I just want to send this dispatch so my level goes up. Thanks. Bye.
You got to get those levels up on the newsjunkie.com. The more dispatches you send in, the more they rise. And if you go over to the website right now, you'll see right on top where it says new merch drop. Get your Clouds shirts. They're available in light mode and dark mode. And each one of them comes with a magnet. It comes with a sticker. You can play a game of magnets. You can rock this and look fantastic. And this is one that's acceptable for the workplace and wherever else you want to wear it. I think it came out great. If you're a fan of the show, represent by grabbing it over at thenewsjunkie.com while you can. Somebody was like, how dare you drop this right now, Sean, when everybody's broke and just paid rent? What are you doing? We'll keep it up for at least a handful of days here. I don't know how long it's going to last for, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we can make this stretch. No, we're not going to be able to make it stretch out to your next paycheck. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's in the cards, unfortunately. It'll sell out far before that. Here's Montgomery Burns. It says the best.
Hey, News Junkies.
Hey.
I wanted to tell you that I'm 64 years old, and I watched the Jerry Seinfeld movie on Netflix over the weekend. I thought it was fantastic. For me, it was like a trip down memory lane, seeing the old cereal boxes, and, you know, Pop-Tarts were kind of a big deal. I'm a strawberry guy. I like the strawberry. Isn't that right, Smithers? Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate the dispatch. Glad you enjoyed that. I am a fan of Pop-Tarts, but also slightly opposed to them because one got stuck on my toaster and nearly burned my house down when I was a child.
Okay.
And
well, that probably would bring back some memories.
My parents were very upset with me. They were like, you're such an idiot. You can barely even work the toaster. You almost burned the house down. Oh, wow. My God. We were ready to go to school, and I forgot our toasters got sticky. Our toaster would, like, if you hit it just right, it would lock the stuff in there, and it locked that Pop-Tart in there. And I forgot I'm brushing my teeth, and I come back out into the kitchen, and I go, Mom! I just screamed at the top of my lungs. The whole countertop had caught on fire, and the shelves above the counter in the kitchen were engulfed in flames.
Sean?
All I could do was I had a milk right next to where the toaster was, and I took the milk and threw it at the fire, and that didn't do much of anything. Then my mom
just smells like burnt milk.
This is a terrible attempt at putting this thing out. It was not great. Anyhow, we'll get to more of your comments momentarily. We've got somebody who sent in an email that we have to handle. We'll do that next. Apple's got an announcement coming up. A lot on deck. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Because y'all said I wasn't cool this week.
Well,
you cool. Boom, boom, ka-choo. Me and Ryan are the coolest.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Construction's causing delays on Florida's Turnpike southbound between County Road 561 and Colonial Drive. Authorities are still working on that accident on Lake Underhill Road westbound at Goldenrod Road. You can expect your regular delays before Champions Gate. No major problems on State Road 429, and it's pretty mellow on the beach line. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by J. David Tax Law.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. After a 2-year hiatus, the IRS has resumed their aggressive collections letters. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Do you think a tiny chip in your windshield is nothing to worry about? I'm Pascal with Safe Light. Sooner or later, every chip will crack.
So don't wait. Schedule at safelight.com. We can come to you for free and repair that chip fast. And with most insurance, a chip repair is no cost to you. Don't let that tiny chip crack your whole windshield. Go to safelight.com for a free mobile service. Conditions may apply.
Safelight Repair, Safelight Replace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! FrankGayServices.com.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Not to brag, but I've been crushing it lately. And all credit goes to frozen drinks from McDonald's. Clean my apartment while crushing an ice-cold Oreo frappe. Love that chocolate flavor. Hint of coffee and Oreo cookie pieces. Crush work in overtime thanks to a drizzly caramel frappe. Even fix my own car while crushing a creamy mocha frappe. Start crushing it yourself with a delicious, refreshing frappe from Mickey D's. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's for a limited time, Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group used under license.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
You use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
See it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
It's brand new, season 2. I'm Marissa Thalberg.
And I'm Stephen Wolfadata, and we're excited to be back having bigger, bolder, and always real conversations.
Straight from the C-suite front lines of marketing, media, and more.
We have great friends joining from people you may know, like Wilmer Valderrama and Bobby Burke.
And people you'll want to know. So grab a coffee or, hey, even an Aperol Spritz and come join us on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart.
Open your free iHeart app today and search brand new.
The Big Bang Theory, weeknights at 7, 7:30, and 11 on CW18.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This
emails. Ryan says, I know how you love featuring bad national anthem performances on the show. Yeah, we follow that. Whenever somebody does a really terrible job, that's notedly bad, we tend to play that on the show and see what we think of it. He says, I haven't been able to find the video yet, but the dude that sang the national anthem at the Cubs game today, and this was on May 3rd, was horrible. His voice cracked like a teenager at one point. He was majorly off key, and the ending was so cringe. I'll keep an eye out for the video over the weekend, but check it out if you see it, says Ryan. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the video. I think he said it was from Wrigley, right? He said the Cubs game. I don't know if it was a home game or not, but yeah, it wasn't out there anywhere that I saw.
What was the date on that?
It was a Cubs game on May 3rd, and there was a dude singing, and he said it was really, really terrible. So maybe Sealand can hunt this down, and we'll see if we can find it. Meanwhile,
sounds like that guy dodged a bullet.
Yeah, right. Like, how do you do that on such a big stage and nobody grabs that and puts it online? Yeah. Better be thanking all the lucky stars. There is
some of those games, like they don't always air the national anthem thing, so it would be up to. And sometimes this is what happens. It will be up to somebody from the stadium to maybe go through the archive and release that footage, or it would have to be somebody that was in the stands getting their own like cell phone footage.
Yeah, he had to watch it somewhere. So I don't know if he was at the game or if he was just like watching it on TV for some broadcast. And I'm not even sure if do they show the national anthem on the broadcast during baseball games, or they just get right into the game?
I don't know.
Not often, from what I understand.
It seems like maybe they want to just get to it because it's a slow game anyways. Anyways, a lot going on in a courtroom in New York City with former President Trump in the court and on trial for these hush payments to Stormy Daniels. And the thing that's really, really starting to heat up is Trump has been found in contempt of court multiple times by the judge. Juan Merchan is the judge, and he found Trump in contempt for the 10th time. So this has happened quite a bit. A lot of violations in the courtroom. He says, I find you in criminal contempt for the 10th time. Going forward, this court will have to consider jail sanctions. And that means noting that and other means noting that the $1,000 fine is not stopping Trump. He says, the last thing I want to do is put you in jail. Mr. Trump, it's important you understand the last thing I want to do is put you in jail. You're the former president of the United States and possibly the next president as well. The magnitude of this decision has not been lost on me, but at the end of the day, I have a job to do. So as much as I don't want to impose a jail sanction, I want you to understand that I will if necessary and appropriate. At the end of the day, I have a job to do, he said. Trump shook his head and they handed down a paper copy of the ruling. So 10 times you've been held in contempt. The judge says, I will send you to jail, and the court case is going to go on for quite a long time further. So there's a pretty good chance, I don't know, maybe 50-50, which is way bigger than I thought it would be, that the judge ends up saying enough is enough and throwing Trump in jail. God. I think Trump would want it, actually.
Oh, of course. But how does that work? So when you are found in contempt of court and you go to jail and you have to serve, 72 hours or something, right?
Depends, whatever the judge says.
You're going to city jail. You're not obviously going to prison, but you're going to Gen Pop, or because he's the president of the former president of the United States, that includes his Secret Service.
Yep,
it has to be a whole thing, right?
Yeah, Secret Service would have to be there, and it would be an isolated cell away from everybody else that Trump would be in, and then he would have to spend whatever time this judge said he had to spend in there. And now the judge has enough on his side. The judge can say, I warned him not once, not twice. There was 10 times I held the former president in contempt of court.
Which is unheard of. Usually after the third time that they immediately say, all right, we're done. You're going to jail.
Well, people will get upset about the fines. So they'll go, I'm not going to do that anymore. It cost me thousands of dollars every single time I found in contempt. So I'll just shut up and stay over here. But the judge is saying that Trump doesn't care about that. So they could throw him behind bars.
Speaking of the fines and the money, we talked about whether or not Tom Brady would have had any rules on the people roasting him, like anything to stay away from.
Yeah.
For Donald Trump, this was before he was president, his one of his only rules, I think the only rule, was that you couldn't make jokes about him having less money than he says he does.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was off limits to him, huh?
His kids, his family, all of that was fair game, but no jokes about him having less money than he says.
Really?
Yeah.
A stoned assassin over on Twitch says he will never do any jail or prison time. The Secret Service logistics would be a nightmare. It wouldn't really, because they just take a isolated cell. They put the Secret Service around it. They've already thought about this. You're crazy if you don't think they have. The judge, I'm sure, has thought about what to do here and is saying, hey, there's no alternative for me. I keep finding the guy in contempt and he keeps acting up in my courtroom. The judge 1,000% has the power and authority to do this if he wants to. The only reason the judge is not doing it is because he knows it'll be bad. It'll be bad in a lot of ways. And Trump, if he's savvy politically, would not mind being thrown behind bars for a day or two, because he could say, look at these people. They're out of control. They're coming after me for nothingness. This is like some stupid hush money thing from years ago. It's obviously a political sham trial. And if I dare to call that out in the courtroom, they throw me behind bars. That you would think in the past, you'd be like, oh, president behind bars, former president running for office behind bars, not good. But not now. In 2024, he'd probably score some points with that. You probably catch some normies thinking, all right, this has gone too far. Now we're throwing these people behind bars. The trial in itself was enough. You didn't need to do this. So I think that it could play to his advantage if they did it. So the judge has a very difficult decision to make there. And I'm just interested to see, because I know Trump is going to keep doing it. There's like 0% chance Trump is not going to keep doing this very same thing over and over and over again. So we'll watch and we'll let you know when something happens here. But keep that in your mind as the week goes on, because there's a chance that Trump could head to jail for a night or two. Excuse me. All right, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do jury duty. Before that, you know what I saw that was crazy? This is wild to me. Work from home, big explosive thing.
Right.
A lot of jobs you could do without going into the office. Didn't know this was one of them. Didn't know this was one of the options. Check this out. This is a guy working an excavator. Like
wow.
One of those big machines that like has a, like a scoop on the front.
Yeah.
Right.
Digs out stuff.
But
Working
that's the
from
fun
home.
part.
Isn't that crazy that you could do that? Here he is. Like, he's in Australia. He's not anywhere near where this machine is. And he's working an excavator on this big equipment setup with all these screens and stuff.
Is this necessary?
That's my question.
I
Look,
guess,
Or
the feed went out for a second there.
Just like that, he's on the loader.
Right, but Or you get a guy who knows how to work it.
Oh, this is what it's like there. Look, there's nobody behind the wheel of that.
Weird.
He's driving that thing. That's crazy to me.
I mean, so it's cool, but it just doesn't seem like, it seems like a lot for one man to look at 4 screens to work one excavator.
I don't know
maybe
why.
Multiple throughout the world?
Yes, yeah. No, okay. It could be like a room with 20 of those guys. I don't know why, monetarily speaking, that is a better thing.
I think it seems like it costs more money because if there's just a guy that knows how to operate an excavator is operating an excavator, you only need him and maybe whoever else would be on your crew. But if you're remote operating the excavator, you still have to have somebody to physically bring it to the place where you're doing the work, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
I think the only benefit to this is guy looks like he's in a nice air-conditioned room, and the job of excavating seems like it might be a sweaty one.
Chris on YouTube says the feed didn't go out. He switched when he was driving, so he switched to a different piece of equipment.
All right, that's kind of cool.
The guy could just hit a button and just start driving a different one around. That is crazy.
He's
Go
playing
check
with
that
a
out.
literal sandbox, like digital sandbox.
I'm going to put that up on See It Now over at thenewsjunkie.com so you can check it out. When we return, jury duty. We'll get to this Apple announcement and a whole lot more. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes.
We might even give you credit.
Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
Darvin Ham out as the Lakers head coach. So who's next for LeBron in L.A.? Jason Kidd staying in Dallas. Ty Lue seemingly prefers the Clippers. LeBron's still incredibly impactful, but no longer gives you a free ticket to the NBA Finals. The Lakers could go the friend route and keep LeBron happy, or challenge him finally with a real elite coach. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Listen up, my business owning friends. Do you have a high interest rate SBA loan at 9, 10, maybe 11%? If you qualify and have paid on time for the past 2 years, that mortgage guy, Don, can refinance your SBA loan at an 8.25% fixed rate. You need a loan to buy a franchise? Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com. Want to build or expand your business? Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com. ThatmortgageguyDon.com is the place to go for all your business and residential loans. Peace of mind right there at your fingertips. So go to the website right now and work with an expert and a friend that you could trust.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Elevate your outdoor living space this year using stone. Tanzite has developed stone decking, crafted without any plastic composite materials to redefine durability. Visit Tanzite.com to see how stone decking doesn't scratch, stays cooler, isn't slippery, and has all the durability you would expect from stone, which is why it's guaranteed for life. At Tanzite.com, you will see how we developed stone to easily transform any ordinary wood deck. You can even make your deck waterproof for a dry space below. Versatile and adaptable, Tanzite is perfect for decks, stairs, over concrete, or ground applications. Visit Tanzite.com to start planning your project with a free 3D design and construction plan tailored to your space. Order a sample today to witness the incredible beauty and durability firsthand at Tanzite.com. That's TANZITE.com.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
At Massey Services, we know that no two lawns are the same. That's why we create a customized lawn care plan for whatever your landscape looks like. From season to season, our personalized treatments keep your lawn healthy and beautiful all year long. Personalized, because it is personal. We take as much pride in your lawn as you do. Schedule your free inspection today at MasseyServices.com. Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
Boss, did you know Safe Touch Security is the home of the 45-second or less guaranteed response?
Of course, it's just one of the reasons why I hate Safe Touch.
For a limited time, save up to 50% on select security systems. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like Deep Cuts, a commercial-free station featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists. Just search Deep Cuts and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
Jeff Martin Auctioneers is hosting a public auction in Kissimmee on Tuesday, May 7th, featuring construction and farm equipment, trucks, trailers, and more. Bid your way live on site or online at jeffmartinauctioneers.com. Experience the difference. License AU 4483.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
An update on the teenagers who dumped trash off their boats and what's going to happen to them, plus a statement from one of the families, and a whole lot more on the way today. This weekend when we were going to do the Cinco de Mayo stuff, I saw yet another one of those Tesla Cybertrucks.
Oh, I saw one yesterday.
Did you? I don't know how many are out there now. I think there's only a couple thousand or 3,000 or something.
Didn't they recall all of them?
They did. They recalled all of them because the gas pedal, the accelerator, I should say, because it doesn't have a gas pedal necessarily. It's an electronic vehicle. It got stuck down. It would be like full speed ahead, stuck down.
So
not a
when
good
we
thing.
see one in the wild, are they the people who ignored the recall, or we should avoid them?
The recall, from what I can tell, when you bring your Tesla Cybertruck in, they just kind of like cut the mat out so the mat doesn't get stuck on the pedal. And it's a really
Sweet
rudimentary fix. Yeah, it's not very advanced, anything that they have going on here.
It's also a really rudimentary problem that you think they should have seen coming.
Yeah, testing didn't catch this one, I guess. And it's like, I think the third one I've seen. I saw a red one, and then I looked in my rear view while I'm driving in the parking lot of a grocery store, and there's this big-ass Tesla Cybertruck. And it's like instant fame in those things because everybody everywhere is looking at it. Everybody you're driving by has eyes on that thing. I think they're so stupid looking. I don't like them at all.
I saw it when we went to get barbecue yesterday. We went to this new place that I figured would be easier to get to because there's usually a line around the building. And I was like, I think everybody's going to want tacos on Cinco de Mayo. Let's go get some brisket.
You started a new trend. Go get some barbecue instead, huh? How did that work out? How was that place?
Fantastic.
Good?
Very, very good.
Man. I don't know if we're on the
Some
map.
hot gut sausage.
Excuse
gut
me?
sausage?
Hot gut.
Is it made out of guts?
I don't believe so.
Okay, it just makes your guts hot.
It's just, it might be made out of guts. I don't know.
I don't know if we're on the map. You know, I know when you look at like all the different cities, like Rochester has their stuff that they're big for. And, you know, each city has like a thing that they're focused on. I don't know if we're necessarily known for our barbecue, but we should be soon. There's some really great places like Smoking Donuts. Four Rivers is really popular. I'm not a huge fan of Four Rivers myself personally, but don't come at me because I'm not really a giant fan of barbecue. It's not the thing that I tend to go to. So that's not necessarily a condemnation of them. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, you got to seek help. You got to fight for yourself, for your family, for your future. You got to pick the right attorney that's not going to take advantage of you. Somebody who's going to hear your story and then represent you the right way. 866-CALL-MO or go to justcallmo.com. Here's our update. Those teenagers that were seen on a viral video dumping trash right off the side of their daddy's boat off the coast of Florida. They said 2 of them have been charged and they have turned themselves into authorities. They said nearly a week after the video went viral, they being Channel 6, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission announced 2 juveniles have turned themselves in. Authorities charged both 16-year-old Michael Kirby and 15-year-old Charles Ruth with third-degree felony cause pollution. And that's the charge that they're going to be facing here. 15 and 16 years old. Coming from this event, were they drinking? That's another question because it was an event where a lot of people were partying. And they dumped these 2 trash cans full of garbage right into the ocean. The family of one of the teenagers has released a statement. Here's what the family says. Tell me what you think. We take the responsibility of caring for our oceans and our community very seriously. And we're extremely saddened by what occurred last weekend at Boca Bash. We want to extend our sincerest apologies to everybody who has been impacted and rightfully upset by what occurred. Our family and our council have remained in touch with FWC since we were first contacted by them and have continued to cooperate with all authorities. As a family, we agree with FWC Commissioner Rodney Barreto that this is a teaching moment for the young kids involved, and they should certainly participate in community service and ocean conservation efforts to deepen their understanding of the importance of our community and environment. That's the parents of one of the young teens involved in this whole thing. But it may not just be community service. They're facing fines of up to $50,000 and 5 years. Count them, 5 years.
Ooh.
No.
Behind bars would be the max sentence that they could get.
You don't think they're going to throw the book at them, right? Their
I
whole
don't know.
statement is make an example of them, but that'll be something.
I know that everybody hates these kids because they've got every reason to. They seem like spoiled kids that just think there's no consequences for them. Probably every right to think so. They've done whatever they wanted, I'm sure, and gotten away with it. And if you think like in broad daylight, you could just dump trash cans of trash directly into the ocean out of your dad's expensive boat
And cheer.
and cheer and party
Two
while
angles.
that's going on, people aren't going to be on your side. They're not going to be on your side. But would a judge say, I'm going to give you 5 years? That seems like it would be extreme. I don't know that the judge would do that much. I would like a little jail time for him. Honestly, I think a little jail time will do him well. Teach him that you can't just do this and then, I know, go clean up the beaches. Yeah, do that too.
What do you consider a little jail time?
A month.
Okay.
Give him a month. And they'll never do this
Be
again.
amazed on what like 1 week does to them.
Oh, yeah. I think it would be a big difference. And if you gave them a month behind bars, mark my words, this wouldn't happen again for a decade. If this got a lot of publicity that these kids threw a trash can full of trash into the ocean and they got a month behind bars and then had to clean up the beaches for a year or two, nobody else would ever do it because you'd know that there was a penalty. Interesting how that happens, isn't it? When we show people that here's the rule, here's the law, and then if you break the rule or law, this happens, and then we actually do that, we actually hold up to our end of the bargaining and we deliver justice to those people, then they stop doing it, right? Like if people steal stuff and we arrest them for stealing stuff, then they probably stop doing it. If people do this and we arrest them, bring them to jail for 30 days, let them think about it, let them stew on it a little bit, they won't do it again. And it's more important that other people won't do it because if they go, all they had to do was clean up the beach, who cares? Let's try to dump this in the ocean right here. Examples need to be set, and we need to start enforcing laws. Law and order, baby. I'm on team law and order these days. Okay. We got a lot more to talk about. I want to get more into this Boeing thing because more that comes out about this, the more I'm like kind of, I don't know. It seems to be a very weird waste of money. There's also a woman who was completely nude and is in the news. And the reason why is going to really take you by surprise. But we'll see. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Multiple lanes are blocked northbound and southbound on Orange Blossom Trail at Wakula Way. Travel with caution. On I-4, you could expect your regular delays before Champions Gate. Slowdowns westbound on I-4 approaching Colonial Drive and heavy delays on Lee Road approaching the interstate. If you see any traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Need an oil change? Short on time? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Stay in your car and be back on the road in about 15 minutes. Our expert technicians use premium products for top-notch vehicle care. Quick, easy, trusted. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win a dream home makeover. Up for grabs are a bathroom remodel, flooring, solar, roofing, and large appliances. Register now for your chance to win a $10,000 gift certificate for a bathroom remodel from D-Best Floors and More. There are 5 different contests with each category offering its own unique benefits for improving your home to create the perfect living space. Get more details and enter at realradio.fm/contests.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
If you're struggling to lose weight, go to Red Mountain Weight Loss. We'll show you how shedding those unwanted pounds has never been easier with a new FDA-approved drug called semaglutide that's revolutionizing medical weight loss. It's the primary ingredient in Ozempic, and it helps people lose up to 15 pounds a month easily. It's a total game changer. At Red Mountain Weight Loss, we have semaglutide in stock and ready to ship today, available in either the injection or tablet form. You'll also get the support of our licensed medical team, helping you with meal plans to speed your progress and medical solutions to prevent side effects and muscle loss. All for less than half the price of Ozempic. Put this game changer to work for you. At Red Mountain Weight Loss, you'll get quality semaglutide, your choice of injection or tablets, and all for half the price of Ozempic. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone, keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss.
May is here, and that means Florida's intense summer is right around the corner. With new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen, you can cut back on energy usage, boost your home's curb appeal, and increase your comfort. Renewal by Andersen makes that transition so easy for you thanks to a selection of beautiful, functional replacement windows and doors. And their windows and doors are built solid. That's because Renewal by Andersen's exclusive Fibrix product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Renewal by Andersen specializes in energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. So save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen. Now through the end of May, buy 2 windows and or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. They're locally owned and operated, and everything is made in the USA. Go to rbafla.com for complete details. Some restrictions apply. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Do you think a tiny chip in your windshield is nothing to worry about? I'm Pascal with SafeLight. Sooner or later, every chip will crack. So don't wait. Schedule at safelight.com. We can come to you for free and repair that chip fast. And with most insurance, a chip repair is no cost to you. Don't let that tiny chip crack your whole windshield. Go to safelight.com for free mobile service. Conditions may apply.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N, FUN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
KHNSN. Thank you for being the latest Secret Show subscriber. You can go over to thenewsjunkie.com to learn more. And at some point here, I'll go grab the 50,000th magnet in Game of Magnets, show you what it looks like for the new design drop, because that is out there and available for now. But right now, to something different entirely. Brace yourself for this, okay? We've talked a little bit about the bird flu thing that's been going around. Now we've got an actual person that got the bird flu, right? Check this out. Look at their eyes. This is a photo of a farm worker. And I could go in and you can see this person's eyes are just like filled with blood.
What did he make out with a bird's butt?
No, this was a guy who the bird flu is going around in cows. I know that sounds strange, but that's how it's happening right now. And he was a worker on a farm where they had these cows, and they said he ended up getting this. His eyes began to swell up. He had no fever, and an examination showed his lungs were clear. They said his eyes were like filled up with blood, and he had not been in contact with sick or dead birds, but he did have repeated direct close contact with dairy cows. This is what your eyes could look like if you get this. That is a frightening thing to look at right there.
Nasty.
Not a big fan of that.
That's
but
nice.
I don't know. I'm still not scared of bird flu. It's out there. It's something we need to consider at least. That's the first photo of a person.
I gotta tell you, though, you put that in a lineup of people with red eyes, I wouldn't say that guy definitely has bird flu.
Kind
of looks like he has pink eye.
Whenever I see red-eyed people, whenever I see red-eyed people now, I'm going to assume it's bird flu, which is unfortunate. Is bird flu communicable?
I don't know. Let me search it. Let's see. Is
Calls
bird
himself the bird flu junkie.
Communicable? I think he only passes from humans have contact with avian flu virus when a person touches a surface with a virus on it, then touches their eyes, nose, or mouth.
Oh, so that's right where it got in, huh? It got in straight through his eyes. That's what made him so red?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Nasty
Here we go.
ass.
Here's a graphic that'll teach us a little bit about this. Hey, there it goes.
We went through Ebola.
Don't touch your friends.
That mostly happened overseas. And then we went through Zika. That one didn't have a good song.
Yeah.
And then, through Ebola and Zika, we're like, this is not stuff we have to worry about, really.
No big deal.
And then we thought the same thing about coronavirus.
Then
so now that bird flu is a thing, people are like, we have nothing to worry about. I'm like, but that's what you said about coronavirus.
I know. It seems like we're okay, but I got it wrong last time. So
We don't even get the news on COVID cases anymore, do we?
No, that's gone. And people got real bored of that real fast.
Okay.
How infected backyard poultry could spread bird flu to people. It says one most common direct contact. It's got a guy holding a chicken. And it says you touch the chicken, and then you touch your eyes, your nose, or your mouth, and you end up getting the bird flu. Or the droppings touch you. Healthy-looking birds can still spread bird
eggs?
flu. It could
fresh
be
eggs, droppings.
It could be because it says 2 contaminated surfaces. Yeah, so if the eggs are contaminated, it absolutely would be. It says 3 bird flu virus in the air in droplets or dust from the flapping of the wings of a bird, scratching, or the shaking of a head. The virus can enter through your nose or mouth, but it doesn't say anything about us. Like then another person getting it from a person who had it. You know what I mean? Like this is all just getting it from the animals to begin with.
What are the symptoms? Go down to symptoms. Scroll down.
Symptoms: cough, headache, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, sore throat, fever or chills, fatigue.
This sounds just like anything, like any random sickness.
Yeah, you wouldn't even notice.
I have half those symptoms right now.
Do you?
Christopher, what do you
have?
have?
You got bird flu? You got bird flu in
what
there.
What are you sick with, brah?
Patient 0.
A little sore throat.
Oh, man, that's dangerous. All right. Well, we're going to go to your dispatches in a moment.
My eyes. My eyes good?
They're pretty red.
Not bloody. They're not bloody, actually.
You have a feather in your teeth.
I think you're good to go. Boeing is set to launch these astronauts up into space for NASA. And something crazy to me is the more I look at this, the more of a waste this seemed to be. This cost $5 billion in taxpayer funds.
Chump change.
And all that Boeing made after 5 years was the little capsule that is on the top of the SpaceX rocket that's going to carry them up to space.
Ah, but I bet that capsule's door is really sealed shut.
Oh my God! It must be the best material you could ever imagine. That's so expensive for a little thing, a capsule that goes on the top of the rocket. I could build one of those in a weekend, for God's sake.
I am very surprised you haven't talked about the whistleblower deaths.
Oh, there's 2 of them. Yeah, 2 different Boeing whistleblowers in the past several months have turned up dead. And more whistleblowers have come forward, which seems like a brazen move, considering the other ones have turned up dead. And I think probably just a coincidence, but
sure.
I don't know.
What they should do is just start taking away the whistles. Then there'll be no whistleblowers.
True. Easy way to fix the problem, huh? And to this naked lady, because why not on a Monday, a 24-year-old Florida woman, here you go, Florida, was arrested after police say she broke into her neighbor's home while naked last week. According to a news release, police were called to this home in Lake City, and there were reports of a burglary in progress. Either one. Arriving officers were met with a homeowner who said they heard some knocking on their front door, but when asked who was there, they received no answer. The victim then heard somebody knock at their back sliding glass door, but the person on the other side did not respond to the homeowner's inquiry. The suspect, later identified as Haley Ann Nicole Blunt, broke a window near the front door and entered the residence, and the woman was just totally naked and bleeding from some injuries when she broke the window, because obviously that's no good. And I had no idea what this woman was just wandering around their house. Let's see if we have a mug shot on this lady.
Oh, yeah, she's got looks like she might have a couple.
She's got the look.
Let's see. Haley Ann Nicole Blunt. All right, yeah, there she is. I mean, she looks like a pretty normal lady, honestly, 24 years old.
There's another one where she has blue hair. So this is not her first arrest.
Don't judge people with blue hair.
So they pulled it from like a whole bunch of different mugshots of her there.
Rise out.
Arriving officers met with a homeowner who told the story, and according to the release, there was some children found in this woman's home, turned over to a family member. She's facing charges of burglary of an occupied residence, and there she is. All right, let's go over to you and get some dispatches worked in. Get your voice on the show. It's always very important. Guitar Slinger says, justice for the trash dumpers. Let's see what he has in mind.
The problem with these young men and asking for justice is you have to realize there's 2 justice systems in this country. One for rich people and one for not rich people.
Yeah.
The outcome is completely different if you can afford an $850 an hour lawyer as opposed to a public defender. It's as simple as that.
It's not untrue, man. I've heard so many stories of people that tell me when the public defender would show up to court, somebody's case would be a serious one, robbery, murder, who knows? And the public defender would show up and be like, all right, so what's going on? Say, are you kidding me? We're about to walk in the courtroom right now. I could spend years behind bars. They're like, yeah, catch me up. Get me up to speed. What's going on? What happened in your case? That's what you get when you get a public defender many times. It's thrown together at the last minute. When you have your own attorney and it's a big high-dollar attorney, you've got manpower. You've got people who are fighting for you. And you're exactly right. It costs a lot of money to get out of a mess like that. And attorneys can do it for you. And look, I had some issues myself when I was
a young warthog,
20-ish years old. And a cop picked me up and slammed me on the hood of his car in the parking lot of a strip club. Classic.
Yeah. Bacon in your pocket.
We showed the mugshot of it from me getting arrested way back in the day on the show. And I had to get an attorney. At that time, I had gotten about $50,000 in a lawsuit where some kid hit me in the eye with a rock. And I had blown a bunch of it on a lot of stuff like drugs and just stupid things. And then I had about $10,000 left, and it all went to this attorney. And the attorney helped get me off on those charges and like pretrial diversion kind of thing, because it was my first time really. And it costs money, and you're able to get off if you have a little bit of it. And so I learned big lesson blowing through that IROC cash. Big lesson was learned on my part there.
It's a cool band name.
IROC cash. Yeah.
Sounds like you're trying to buy one of those cars.
It does. I had a Camaro at that time, too. Not in IROC, though. International Race of Champions, for those wondering. One of the few things I know about cars.
Only know about the IROC from the Wheatus song Teenage Dirtbag.
Oh, it's true. It's featured in that. That's a great song. To this day, Courtney doesn't believe that that's a man that is singing that song.
I mean, it's he's got a very high voice.
Unbelievable. Some of these guys, and there's a couple of bands out there where the guys have voices that are just on another level. One is Coheed and Cambria. You guys ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Like that guy's voice is. So I can't get to that territory. I can't sing that like that.
Is it Poison? Maybe.
Poison.
It's
the band.
Yeah, not the band. That girl is Poison.
Oh, Belle Biv DeVoe.
And doesn't that have a very high pitched voice involved as well? If not, it's a R&B.
Are you talking about "It's Driving Me Out of My Mind"?
Where growing up, I'm like, that's a girl, but she's talking about a girl.
Yeah, it's super hard to get
and
to
that's
that.
why you're lesbian.
No.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Belle.
That's hard to say. Belle Biv DeVoe. BBD, right?
Yeah.
Because it's in another song. Nope. Let's go over here.
Okay.
Here's Point Blank.
I could say it.
Point Blank Ted has a dispatch for us.
Hey, gang. Speaking of Pop-Tarts, I got a trivia question for you. What is the recommended time to microwave a Pop-Tart?
Recommended time to microwave a Pop-Tart?
30.
Wait,
who the
microwave
cares?
a Pop-Tart?
Yeah.
What kind of animal is putting a Pop-Tart in the microwave?
People who don't have toast.
This is the most vanilla trivia I think I've ever heard.
Get out of here with that,
30
sir.
seconds. Well, you don't get mad. What's the answer now?
I have no answer. He just said in that. He just said in the.
Oh, he didn't even answer the question?
No, that's all he gave us. Yeah, he only gave us the question.
All right. Oh, okay, this can't be right.
What's it say?
Right off the top, Pop-Tarts. Yeah, Pop-Tarts.com. Put in microwave safe plate. Heat for 3 seconds at a time.
That's it?
That's not a button.
You hit play for or start for 3 seconds? That's nothing.
Play.
3 second increments until warm.
So that's really strange to do it that way. All right, that's enough about Pop-Tarts.
That seems just like
no, it's not, Sean.
The act of
gonna go to break, but never mind. I'm not going to break anymore.
The act of doing 3 seconds and then checking, and then 3 seconds and then checking. That is just it's a waste of time.
Thank you.
What if you put it in there in the foil? You'll have some problems.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. The fact that you just said that scares me.
Yeah, you put it in there in the foil, and it makes it delicious. Oh, warms it up.
That explains a lot. You put styrofoam in the foil in the microwave, don't you?
But when I was a kid, I was heating up my beefaroni. Beefaroni fan for life. No, I put a spoon in the bowl that I had.
Oh, yeah, that's no good.
And I put it in there. It's like bing, 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 bing.
Awesome.
Spark it everywhere. And my mom goes, what are you doing in there again, Sean?
Again?
Well, he already tried to burn the house down with a Pop-Tart.
Yes, every time. I was just a disaster in there. I went to make something. Oh, I went to make macaroni and cheese this weekend, and I grabbed
crazy weekend, man.
Well, I'll get there. I grabbed the pot, and I started to make it and assemble it according to the directions, and I just kept pissing Courtney off more and more and more. And she was like, what are you doing? Because I took things real literally. So I filled it up with the amount of water that it said it needed. And then it said it needed milk. So I put the milk in. And then it said butter. And I put the butter right in the water. And she's like, oh, my God,
you put the butter in the water?
I put it in the water before it was boiling or anything. And she's like, what are you doing? What does that matter?
I wonder what butter, water.
I don't know.
Maybe it's in the pasta.
But if you put it in there before it boils, it has time to boil away. And it's not, I think it's bad or something.
Boil away? What are you talking about?
Man, boiling water boils things, man.
See, he's talking about the first step of boiling pasta, right? Now, he skipped the draining part, and he just put the ingredients in the water as it boiled.
Yeah, put everything in there. I thought you just went for it, but you did not. It was I got in trouble for that one. Did not go very well.
Right. Sorry to hear that, bud.
All right. The Stepafee says Sean's parents' deaths are starting to look a little more sus now. I had nothing to do with it, sir. How dare you? Very, very unfortunate situation. All right. We're going to go to more of your comments in a moment. And a woman did something twice in 10 weeks that makes me a little concerned here. What is going on with this lady? We're going to find out together. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Multiple lanes are blocked on Orange Blossom Trail, northbound and southbound between Oak Ridge Road and Americana Boulevard. There's delays on Florida's Turnpike southbound between Hancock Road and Oakland Exchange. Slowdowns on Colonial Drive by the interstate, and you could expect your regular delays this afternoon where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. The Florida Department of Transportation wants to inform you of a new traffic pattern at the Sand Lake Road and Interstate 4 exchange. Please stay alert, avoid distractions, and follow all posted signs while driving through the construction zone. Go to i4beyond.com/Sand Lake for up-to-date information.
All right, folks, my friends at Maxine's on Shine are here to make your week even better with Maxine's Mind Boggler. Big congratulations to last week's winner, John. Now, the first person to answer this question correctly wins a $25 gift card to Maxine's on Shine. Here is your question. Which kind of bulbs were once exchanged as a form of currency? Which kind of bulbs were once exchanged as a form of currency? If you know the answer, email me, Sabrina@realradio.fm. First person to send the correct answer wins a $25 gift card. If you don't win today's question, well, don't worry. You got a shot every single week. Plus, you're going to feel like a winner every time you visit Maxine's on Shine. Voted best downtown Orlando restaurant 3 years in a row. Diverse, comfortable, and delicious with a splash of sexiness. For more information on location and reservations, go to maxinesonshine.com.
In St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, it might feel like there's not enough time to take everything in. Because once you're done exploring 42 miles of pristine coast, marveling at historical architecture, and enjoying world-class food, it'll be time to check out and head home. But that's okay. You can always stay just one more day. Visit FloridasHistoricCoast.com to learn more. It's about time.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
May is here, and that means Florida's intense summer is right around the corner. With new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen, you can cut back on energy usage, boost your home's curb appeal, and increase your comfort. Renewal by Andersen makes that transition so easy for you thanks to a selection of beautiful, functional replacement windows and doors. And their windows and doors are built solid. That's because Renewal by Andersen's exclusive Fibrix product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Renewal by Andersen specializes in energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. So save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen. Now through the end of May, buy 2 windows and or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. They're locally owned and operated, and everything is made in the USA. Go to RBAFLA.com for complete details. Some restrictions apply. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I'm concerned about my water heater.
If your concern is of a serious nature, press 1. If it's more of a frivolous matter, press 2.
Doesn't even make sense.
Just press 1 or 2.
Fine.
Fine. What are you so concerned about?
My water heater's like 15 years old, and I'm worried it might...
Oh, this is exciting. Has it burst yet?
Well, no, but...
Only a matter of time. Hey, everyone, 15-year-old water heater, place your bets.
Are you laying odds on when my tank will fail?
Have to make this call interesting somehow.
This would never happen at Frank Gay.
True enough. So, $10 buy-in. What's your guess?
Guess I should have called Frank Gay.
When you need a new water heater, it's no time to gamble. You want your problem fixed fast before it turns into a bigger one. That's the Frank Gay way.
I've got a side bet you'll hang up and call Frank Gay in 3, 2, I win!
FrankGayServices.com.
Paid for by government.com.
Did you hear? A recent stash of $10 gold Liberty coins from the 1800s has been found. These gorgeous gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck in the late 1800s, and less than 50 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling this gold find an incredible opportunity. Call 1-800-973-3097, and you are guaranteed a $10 gold Liberty coin minted by the U.S. Mint in the 1800s. But with extremely limited availability, you must call now. These gold Liberty coins from the 1800s are still in uncirculated condition. That is history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-973-3097. Call now and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $40 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-973-3097 now to secure your $10 gold Liberty coins dated from the 1800s before they sell out. That's 1-800-973-3097.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. ramp.com/free.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Deep Cuts. Featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Who, The Stones, and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Deep Cuts, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N, FUN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos.
Video that was making the rounds this weekend of this giant fight that was at like a Lucky Strike place or something, or like some bowling
cigarette
alley.
factory. Oh.
No, it's like some bowling place in Brickell in South Florida, like Miami area, and these people are just brawling, which I'm always kind of stunned by, like how fast people are to fight in public, like just to get into like a brawl with a whole other group of people. Like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do today. This is what I'm going to do. I'm so obsessed with like the levels of respect that I'm demanding here that I'm going to do this. But that is nothing compared to the amount of mind-blowingness that I can attain when I watch a video like this and a woman throws a bowling ball at another woman's head and knocks her out.
Whoa.
And
Strike.
I go, like, I just think to myself, I'm like, you could easily, and I mean easily, kill that person, and you could spend the rest of your life in jail for a stupid bowling alley fight over this. I think this is the video here. You see them brawling, they're throwing stuff at each other so far.
Good God.
And at some point, one girl grabs
there's
a bowling
two bowling
ball.
balls.
Yeah, they're flinging them back and forth. And I don't know where you see it, but
My God.
there you go. That woman just threw a bowling ball at somebody. I mean, you're throwing bowling balls. This is a deadly weapon. She smashes it right here. Boom, boom. Just took out. That was crazy.
Damn.
Took that girl out.
Ow.
Bowling ball to the head right to the ground. You're throwing away your whole life for this for this stupid fight.
This poor woman that's facing the camera right now is being seen over and over and over again making that face.
I don't want to be a part of
Because
this.
it's like the most important part of the video that's going the most viral.
She's like, I am out of here. I don't want to be associated with this. And here she is, associated with the whole thing. I'll put that up on See It Now since it's a visual over at thenewsjunkie.com. Take a peek there when you get a chance.
I mean, unless it was one of the really light balls, but something tells me...
I don't
even
know.
those
I
could do
think
it.
any of them, yeah. What's the lightest bowling ball they have a bowling alley? 8 pounds?
6 or 8.
8 pounds? I'm pretty sure you wing that at somebody's head, you could kill him. You could kill somebody with less than that. And you have a brain, I would hope, that would let you know that that's a deadly weapon you're throwing.
In a bowling center, the lightest bowling ball would be 6 pounds.
6 pounds is, and they're probably just using the ones that they were playing with, which maybe were even heavier than this. I don't know. I'm a little suspicious about this next story, though. This woman won the lottery, won the Massachusetts state lottery, and she won $1 million. And I say good for you, right? Congratulations. She opted for the $650,000 payout, which was the option to get it all quickly instead of waiting for all the payments. So she's $650 richer, won her $1 million lottery victory. 10 weeks later, she won $1 million in the Massachusetts state lottery once again. 2 times in 10 weeks.
Same place?
Same location. The first time she said she used some of the winnings to purchase an SUV, and the second time she said she planned to put the money in her savings. The odds of winning $1 million in the 100X cash instant ticket game, the second one in which Wilson won a jackpot, are 1 in 1.6 million. The odds of winning the $1 million in a lifetime million game, the other one, the first game she played, are 1 in 2.1 million. So the odds of winning them both is crazy.
These are scratch-off games. That was smart of her. She played 2 different games because obviously once she's won $1 million, if that's the grand prize, that's one less grand prize that's out there, so she switches games.
She's not the only one this has happened to. There have been other people who have won multiple big lottery prizes in a short span of time, including an Australian couple who won $1 million each on 2 separate tickets for the same lotto drawing. In the U.S., the winner of the Powerball's recent $1.3 billion jackpot is an immigrant from Laos who's been battling cancer for 8 years, this story says from Newser. 2 wins in 10 weeks at $1 million. Congratulations to you.
For real.
And you know what? They love these stories over at the 7-Elevens and the gas stations and the Lotto HQ.
Oh, yeah.
Because people see this and they go, you see, you can win. You can win. Your next scratcher could be the big one. And I'll never win.
Not how it works, yeah.
I'm the worst at it. We all know that. I'm a disaster. Let's go over to
I don't like the story because that just means I'm going to continue to get stuck behind Lotto Guy at the 7-Eleven.
Lotto Guy's annoying. I just have to say it. Lotto Guy is a little bit much.
I mean, just get a quick pick or something, or get a scratch off or 2. I like how the Publix stores have the machine.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be now again, if you're Lotto Guy, you probably don't like the machine because you can't bug the clerk about which number they're on because you follow some superstition that any of the first couple or the last few tickets are never winners. They got to be right in the middle.
Yeah, it's so common. I heard that like 3 or 4 years ago. I heard somebody do that, And then I started to hear it all the time after that. So, like, in the community,
you probably didn't notice it before, and you probably was like, "Why is this guy taking so long? What is he doing?" But then now that you've become aware of what's actually going down there, you're like, "Oh, stupid!
It's really
Lotto
annoying,
asshole."
Let's go over to you and your dispatches.
I really don't like Lotto guy.
Swilly says he embarrassed himself. Let's see if he's right.
Hey, everybody. Happy today.
Hey.
I just embarrassed the hell out of myself at a gas station. So when I listen to the radio, I'm on iHeart, and I have Bluetooth headphones. But they're a little bit older, and sometimes they disconnect, and the phone switches to speaker.
And then Sabrina said queef.
And it happened during the Pepto-Bismol commercial on the checkout line. And my headphones disconnect, and my phone just goes, diarrhea. I was looking at me like, what the hell are you listening to?
But could have been worse.
That was funny. Okay, goodbye.
Bad, but could have been way worse, Willie. Thank you for that. We appreciate it. The Apple announcement is coming up tomorrow. I don't know if you've seen anything about this and what to expect, C-Lane.
I think iPads this time around.
All right. Anything special about these iPads, or are they just new shiny iPad?
Supposed to be a new. I think there's supposed to be a new pencil or Apple Pencil or whatever. Because there is a pencil in the graphic that's like the ad for the announcement.
The event is called Let Loose, whatever that is to mean.
Whoa,
and
okay.
They said they're expecting brand new models and iPad accessories, like the Apple Pencil, as C-Lam was just saying.
I hope the pencil has a tracker on it, because once you lose that, and it could be up to, $120, I think is the latest model.
Whoa, is that how much they cost? The Apple Pencils are $100 and something bucks?
Yeah, and then
brand new one will probably be $200, I think.
Fell out of my bag, never saw it again. I mean, that was it.
I guess it's for graphic designers, right? Like, it's for somebody who's in the world of graphic design and
people
they're
who like to doodle,
sketching stuff.
Me.
That's expensive, though. Apple events typically occur within specific time frames, yada, yada, yada. And I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's anything crazy or groundbreaking at this one.
They're saying the iPad Pro there's gonna be a new one of those, and there's gonna get an OLED display, a huge step up over LCD, but I think that's gonna make it more expensive.
Right.
Of course it will.
Other
Everything
iPad
does.
And they're going to look at some more AI stuff that they're going to cram into iOS, I think.
All right. I think it sounds like a snoozer and a bit of a yawn fest.
Speaking of AI, I spent a significant amount of time this weekend
on the song
making goofy AI songs.
Yeah, did you get anything that we should hear? Any bangers?
Actually, a lot of them I can't play.
Oh, you put curse words in them?
Man, Ashley, Saturday morning, she went and got her nails done, and she always complains about the nail place she goes to. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why don't you just go to a different one? And so she's texting me as this woman is like screwing up and restarting, and she's like apologizing and telling her she'll give her $5 off. And I just sent like a bubblegum pop, get rid of this nail place, and a lot of expletives were in that one.
Did she play it at the nail place?
She had AirPods in.
Oh, okay.
Thank God, AirPods and not that terrible Bluetooth headset.
I actually part of me wanted her to play it at the nail place and see if they actually noticed what was going on, or if they were just not paying attention. Because I don't know. I sent you guys one because Sean sent us a picture of his pantry.
Right. We were talking about the Kit Kats that we. Perhaps just eat half of every once in a while.
And when you sent that, I happened to be on my computer messing with it, so. Oh, damn it.
So I've got a pantry of Kit Kats and Pop Rocks, Tony's chocolates, and one white claw.
Can we show the picture?
Also
I don't have it.
Got a couple straws. It ain't easy being Sean.
Comes out good. One of the ones that I can't play is a gospel choir.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
What are they singing? What are they?
It's more about the crappy nail place.
Oh,
Jesus.
All right. Geez, really let that place have it, huh?
What I was telling Ryan before we switched shows today was that some of the songs are such bangers that you're like, if you write a silly or stupid song and it's really catchy, you're like, why did I write those lyrics.
So
there's a lot about my kid with a stinky butt, and they just
like a toddler got a hold of the technology.
Yes. Or me, I got a hold of the technology.
Yeah, that too. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Monday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Coming up this Monday on the Jim Colbert Show, we'll talk law with Ray Trinley from TK Law. We'll also get an Orlando Magic and Orlando City update with Brandon Kravitz. And speaking of Orlando City, all week we're going to have chances for you to win tickets to see Orlando City take on Lionel Messi and Inter Miami. All that plus 4 shots at winning $1,000 and your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Here's your midday weather update for Central Florida from Fox 35. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner. We'll have a high today close to 90 degrees. You may notice clouds building and a couple of downpours developing. There's a 30% chance for rain, our highest chance to the west of Orlando. The big weather story this week is the warm-up. We'll be in the mid-90s by Wednesday with mid and upper 90s by Thursday, flirting with record high temperatures. Then this weekend, a couple of showers and storms cooling us down to the upper 80s for Mother's Day weekend. I'm Brooks Garner from the Fox 35 Weather Team.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Need an oil change? Short on time? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Stay in your car and be back on the road in about 15 minutes. Our expert technicians use premium products for top-notch vehicle care. Quick, easy, trusted. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate our members who go above and beyond every single day. That's why we thought you might want to hear some special thank you messages from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother AZ1 Archie Castillo.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colin, who's currently serving in the Army. Thanks for all you do. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class health care and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
Introducing Tanzite Stone Tile Flooring, a game changer in the tile industry. Say goodbye to the trade-off between durability and easy installation with Tanzite's revolutionary indoor-outdoor stone tile. Visit Tanzite.com to see how our tile is installed without concrete or mortar. Instead, our innovative rubber gasket system connects the tiles together. Each tile coming pre-assembled, you simply grab one and place it. No expertise needed. At Tanzite.com, you can see how our foam-back tiles contour to cover any existing floor while insulating against sound and cold. Beautiful and versatile. Tanzite tile adapts to indoor or outdoor use, from kitchens to patios, on concrete basements or wooden decks. All with the durability of stone that's guaranteed for life. Witness this innovative product yourself and order a sample today at Tanzite.com. That's TANZITE.com.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
It's time for the Great Haircut Sale at your local Great Clips salon. Your chance to get a great haircut at an even greater price, just $8.99. And money's not all you'll save at Great Clips. When you use online check-in, you can save time too. So download our app today and hurry in for the $8.99 Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. It's gonna be great. for a limited time at participating salons.
The $8.99 Great Haircut Sale runs May 3rd through May 10th.
Visit our Orlando, Daytona Beach, and Ocala area salons.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Batteries Plus offers a wide array of battery and lighting solutions, along with key fob programming and expert phone repair, with locally owned stores in your neighborhood as well as commercial accounts to power your business. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of their 700 plus locations today.
Home of the world famous game of magnets. This is the
that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Monday. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We appreciate you. In fact, we couldn't do it without you, friend. And one thing that I'd ask you to do is take a little trip on your keyboard over to the website today. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and you'll see right up on top it says new merch. Get your Clouds shirts. As the Cloud shirts is two different designs. And you can see right here, it says Clouds Light Mode and Clouds Dark Mode. And it's a really awesome design that I think you're going to dig, available in two different colors. And it comes with, of course, a magnet and a sticker as per usual, so you can get in on the Game of Magnets action. People often ask, hey, I don't see one of those around me. How do I get in on Game of Magnets? When you buy any of our merch, we give you a magnet right along with it. Here is the dark mode version. Right now, light mode is the preferred shirt. People are choosing that almost 2-to-1 over the dark mode. But
really?
I think it'll change in time.
Oh, no, I thought dark mode was the more popular one. I like that one.
Me too. Yeah, I don't know if it's
summertime,
maybe like,
you know?
Yeah, it could be like a summertime shirt for folks, and they know that they can wear this one at work, and it's, you know, it's not like quite as edgy or racy as some of the other shirts. It's the logo done in clouds, and it really, truly looks great. Our designer, Charlie Layton, as always, did an amazing job. And I encourage you to go grab one while you can over on the website. Thenewsjunkie.com is where you get that. All right, let's do it's time, friends. It's time, in fact, to do our final dispatches.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
That's right, our final dispatches today. And who should we work in here? Because we've got some pretty good options, I think. Let's just go with the latest in line. In fact, I'll even give it a refresh for these folks. Here's 2 tickets to Pound Town. All right.
Every time I'm in Orlando and I want to play some lotto, I almost always get this gargantuan of a man behind me, huffing and puffing. Mind your business, sir. I'm trying to win some money here, sir. Stay in your lane, sir.
Get
write
rid
a
of
song about it, sir.
Ball. I will write a song about it.
Yeah, it's very close to blackball territory. He's voting for you to be blackballed. 2 tickets to Pound Town, so it's in consideration. Here's Shark Bait. This says Sabrina spanked me. More to this story, I'm sure.
Hello, junkies.
Hey.
So I just wanted to say hey. Haven't talked to you guys in a little bit, but I saw Sabrina at the Monster Slapo de Mayo, and she gave me a nice little spanky spank. And
Spanky
man, did
spank.
I feel that for the next few minutes. She slapped me so hard. But
She's got a
man, it was such a
hard
good time. It was
slapper.
great to see Sabrina, and just wanted to say, hey guys. Bye.
All right, thank you, Shark Bait.
You're welcome.
What'd you end up going with for the soccer game? Because I know you were going to be out there for May the 4th.
I did 4th and the 5th.
You did both?
Yes, we had Orlando City and Pride, and so for City I was Princess Leia, and then yesterday for Orlando Pride was Darth Vader.
Do you have to wear the whole helmet and everything?
The helmet was more of a mask, and kind of hard to work a mic with the
It
mask
seems
on.
like, yeah.
So I just had a moment with it on, and then I ripped it off my face.
Take a photo, get the job done.
As
And then,
a team player, because it was hot
yeah,
as could be.
it was. Here's Jiggly Bits talking about IROCs.
You know, Sean, that's some life you got there. When I was a kid, I lived on a boat. We went down to this place in the Keys called Gilbert's, and I was playing around out there with some other kids, and one of them decided they was going to throw a rock at me. I got hit in the eye, and I didn't get 50 grand. Really, I just got made fun of a little bit.
Man, you missed
Anyway,
out.
Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Sir, missed opportunity on your part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should have been a little more litigious, and then maybe you could have the money.
Yeah, welcome
That's
to
right.
America, bud.
And you could have
Step
blown
up
a
to
lot
the
of money
plate.
on drugs.
You could have. You could have had a Camaro. You could have blown money on drugs and then an attorney. Really, really well spent, friends. Really, really well spent. Here's Marcinator talking about Sabrina.
I just have to say, sometimes I laugh out loud just simply because of Sabrina's jokes. Like, she is able to wiggle things in there. And Sean, you just ignore them, and I don't know why. I feel like it's racist, you know. And I think that she
That's right,
deserves
Sean.
more, you know, respect for her small interjectory jokes.
Well, you're giving her respect right now, Marcinator. There you are, stepping up to the plate. I'm just a racist over here. You know, what am I supposed to do? All right, we're going to do...
So clean of a clip.
There's probably worse than me out there. You know, I've said so many things into this microphone. I've just kind of, I've just kind of realized the damage done. Yeah, I've accepted my fate in many ways.
I appreciate that.
I understand where I am in my life. Okay, let's do these stories.
Well, don't
that
try to
didn't
make
the
it
cut.
less fun or anything.
No, you guys have all the fun in the world. It's not going to hurt my feelings. 6% of Americans in just a handful of states are probably going to be the ones who decide who wins the next election, they say. About 244 million Americans are eligible to vote, but 99.5 or 99.4% of them won't be deciders. Those folks are just going to vote the way they always do. The state goes the way it's predicted. Nobody thinks that California is going to go red, right? There's not a bunch of states that are really up for grabs. There are 7 total swing states if you include North Carolina, and you got Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. That's where they're going to sink all this money into. By the way, Trump is faring very well in all of those states, just to toss that out there. When asked what the top problem was facing U.S. families, people didn't talk about all the nonsense you hear about on the news nonstop. They said inflation. They keep saying inflation. They've said it over and over and over. It's just that zero politicians care about you. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Monday, May 6, 2024. Today I Learned, here we go. This movie.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. is correct. They officially debuted in theaters on May 25th, 1977. And at the time, George Lucas was so busy approving the film's advertising campaigns, he forgot the film opened that day, and he ended up missing out on it. Didn't even go see it himself. He watched it the next day, they said, with his wife. Today, learn this group right here.
Hall & Oates.
That's right. Hall and Oates is correct. And Daryl Hall and John Oates, the two we're talking about. This song, I Can't Go For That, is not about a relationship between two lovers. It's about the way the music industry treats artists. John Oates said that this song is really about not being pushed around by big labels, managers, and agents. I can't go for that, he said. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. True. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast. It's over at thenewsjunkie.com. And guess what? We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.